like to say we're the Hebrew Israelites. Come out week in and week out to prophesy the destruction of America, the downfall of the so-called white man.
That's right.
So we'll like to say Barakatha Yahweh.
Barakatha Yahweh.
Barakatha Yahweh.
Barakatha Yahweh. Barakatha Yahweh.
Barakatha Yahweh. Bahashem
Bahashem
Rakakwadash. The ones, the apostles and elders of GMS. Salutations to you brothers out there that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. Let me go ahead and get that second Ezra 15. Let me get a Ezekiel 7 and 4 off.
Second Ezra 15 and 1, it says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the word of prophecy."
Right, because that's what we're out here to do, man. We're out here to speak prophecy. The scripture says, "I rather you what? Prophesy." Let me get that first Corinthians 14 and 1. Right, let me get Jeremiah 28 and 8. Because we out here to prophesy, man. We out here to tell you the destruction of America and the downfall of Esau, Edom, which is on the rise, man. There's many things that's taking place on the earth that's showing you that we're at the end of these devils' rulership. Go ahead.
That's right.
This is from the book of 1 Corinthians 14 and verse 1. And so it says, follow after charity.
Right, and charity is what? Love. Love is the keeping of the commandments, which Christians don't understand. Go ahead.
It says, and desires spiritual gifts, but rather that you may prophesy.
Right, and prophesy means what? To say before. So we saying before these things come to place. And what's going to come to place? The CHIP. You know, we got to speak in code out here. That's what's going to come to place. What else? The ICBMs, the intercontinental ballistic missiles, which the other nations are preparing for. Right, like the brother said, the lockdowns,
martial law,
famines, the martial law. These things are going to take place here on earth. And we're speaking about those things before they actually come to fruition. Because the scripture says what? The Lord said what? For that which I speak, I shall not hold back. Matter of fact, give me that in Ezekiel, what is that, 12 and 24?
I got it.
Go ahead,
This is Proverbs 29 and 18. Where there is no vision, which goes into prophecy, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
Look how important it is to keep the law, man. Because by keeping the law, the Lord reveals many things unto those that do. Because why? He said, for I am with the righteous. The Lord ain't with the wicked, man. Go ahead.
This is from the book of Ezekiel, chapter 12 and verse 24. And so it reads, it says, for there shall be no more any vain vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. It says, for I am the Lord, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass.
Right, so the word that the Lord speaks shall come to pass. And who do the Lord speak through? His prophets. Right? So what is his prophets that how he's here speaking? Finish off that second Ezra.
Second Ezra 15. I got it.
Go ahead.
Second Ezra 9 and 6. It says, even so, the times of the highest also have plain beginnings, and wonders and powerful works, and endings, and effects, and signs.
Right, and the scriptures tell you that the end was declared from the beginning.
Yep.
When you go into the book of Isaiah 46 and 10, which is one of my favorite scriptures. So these things were written out before time passed. Go ahead.
Second Ezra 15 and 1, it says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Because ultimately, this is who we out here speaking on. I was watching a debate where this Edomite looking dude was like, didn't the Lord come to save all those that believe in him? Well, all the Israelites that believed in him. That's just truth. And that's what we out here speaking unto. We're only out here speaking unto the elect and the 1/3. Right? Everybody else, the spirit is not on to take heed unto what we're speaking on. We don't care about, man. We're not out here for y'all. Right? Hey, when you go into, what is that, Matthew 13:10, when the disciple said, why do you speak unto them in parables? He said, because it is not given unto them, but it is given unto you to know the secrets of the mysteries. Go ahead.
It says, which I will put in thy mouth, say Yahweh.
Right, when you go into the book of John 15 and 16, he said what? He said, for it is not ye that have chosen me, but me that have chosen you. So the Lord chose you to be out here doing these works. The Lord chose you to be a prophet unto him. Give me that in Jeremiah 1 and 5 real quick, God. Jeremiah 1:5.
This is from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 1 and verse 5. And so it reads, it says, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Right? So the Lord said before he formed you in the belly, he knew thee because the Lord created your spirit. When you go into Ezekiel, he said, what? The spirit returneth back unto him who have made it. Go ahead.
And, it says, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee.
Right.
And I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
So the Lord ordained thee a prophet unto the nations, man. So we're made to be what? Spokesmen or speakers for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Because the Lord himself isn't going to come down and speak unto you people, man. He's going to use men to do so as he did in the beginning. When they said, for the Lord walking through the garden, who was that? That was the prophet. Matter of fact, give me that in 1 Samuel 9 and 9 real quick. Right? Somebody hold me Hosea 10 and 12. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 49 and 1. Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken ye people from far. The Lord hath called me from the womb, from the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name.
Right, so there you go, man. So the Lord, he created the prophets. The Lord called upon the prophets to come out here and do what? To prophesy, man. Go ahead.
Okay, 1 Samuel?
1 Samuel 9 and 9.
It's 1 Samuel 9, verse 9. It says, before a time in Israel, when a man went to inquire the Most High.
Right, so when you went to inquire of the Lord, when you had a question, anything that needed to be answered, what did they do? Go ahead, Op.
Thus he spake, come, and let us go to the seer, for he that is now called a prophet was before a time called a seer.
So there you go, man. That's how you got answers, questions answered by way of who? The seer. Before a time one called a prophet, man. Go ahead with your precept.
This is Jeremiah 35 and 15. I have sent also unto you all my servants, the prophets, rising up early and sending them, saying, return ye now, every man from his evil way.
Right, and that's what the prophets are doing, man. You got brothers all over the world doing just this, right? Making videos throughout the week, coming out on highways and byways, whether if it's a Friday, whether if it's a Saturday, a Sunday. You got brothers all over the world because this is something that is prophesied. Give me Matthew 24 and 14. Go ahead with your precept. It was the same one that he put out? Let me get that Matthew 24.
It's Matthew 24 and 14. It says, in this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world.
This word, man. This word is going to be preached all over the world. Not lies and deceit like Christians, Jehovah's Witnesses, and Mormons. Right? Go ahead.
This gospel shall be preached, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world.
And it's going to be preached by those that the Lord have chosen. The pastors that the Lord have chosen to come out here on the highways and byways. Matter of fact, let me get that in Jeremiah 3 and 15. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, in all the world for a witness unto all nations, then shall the end come.
Then shall the end come, right? And we're at the end, man. We're here at the end. The end is closing up, man. America is crumbling. The so-called Edom, the so-called white man or Edom is losing his power. You can see that, man. And these devils can see it. This is why they pushing for the CHIB as quickly as they can, man. This is why they trying to push in that this is why they trying to push their agenda as fast as they possibly can. Yeah, how much you might shop right? Go ahead.
It says, it caused them to be back in second Ezra.
All right, let me get that Jeremiah. What I call.
I got it. Jeremiah 3 and 16. You say
15.
15. It says, I will give you pastors according to mine heart.
For what?
I will give you pastors according to mine
So
heart.
the Lord is going to give you pastors according to his heart, man. Not the heart of these pastors who tell you to give them $2,000 in the damn collection bowl. But the Lord is going to give you pastors according to his heart. Why? Because his heart is righteous, right? So if the Lord's heart is righteous, then his servants are going to walk in righteousness, right? You're not going to run into demons that's not going to do the will of the Lord, man. You're going to run into those that will be doing the will of the Lord, and the will of the Lord is to keep it of his law, statutes, and commandments, like the brother Gabar got earlier, right? Go ahead.
It says, we shall feed you with knowledge and
We're going to
understanding.
feed them with what? Knowledge and understanding. That's what we're going to do. We're going to feed you with knowledge and understanding, which we're going to get out of this book, man. This is what we come out here to do. This is what we come out here to speak unto you Israelites, and we're going to tell you that the Lord is about to bring great destruction. This is the warning that we're giving unto you. Go back to that 2nd Ezra 15.
2nd Ezra 15:2 says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
So every time we come out here, brothers got what? We got Bibles, man. We're going into the book. We're not going into our own heart. This brother didn't write his own book. That brother didn't write his own book. Right? He ain't opened it up and said, let's go to the book of Tazabah, chapter 1, verse 1. That's not what's going on, man. We're going to the prophets of old. Because what the prophets of old prophesied about was the destruction of kingdoms, was pestilence, and all these things. Matter of fact, if you still holding me that Jeremiah 28:8.
Yeah. This is Jeremiah 28, verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries.
Right, so they prophesied against many countries. You go inside of a church, you're not going to hear them prophesying against America. You're not going to hear them prophesying against the nations all over the world. You're going to hear them giving you prosperity doctrine all the damn time. Right, go ahead.
And against great kingdoms.
Against great kingdoms. So this is what you're supposed to be speaking about. The Lord said what? Go to Ecclesiastes 1:9, there's no new thing under the sun. So if the prophets prophesied about these things in an ancient world, they're going to be prophesied the same thing in this modernized world. Go ahead.
Of war.
Of war. So we talk about war. When you go into Revelations 11:14, the scriptures tell you the second woe have passed, the third woe cometh quickly. Right? There's Joel 3:9. Right? Prepare ye war. This is what we be talking about. This is what's supposed to be coming out of your damn mouth, man. It's the prophecies that's in the Bible. Go ahead.
This is from the book of Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 1. And so it says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High.
So you got to give your mind over to the law of the Lord.
Yep.
Right? Which these people say you don't have to keep the law. You can eat abominable foods.
Yep.
Right? You can split from your woman. Right? And your woman can go off and have sex with multiple partners. The man can have sex with multiple women that's given over to other husbands. This is what they tell you can do, man. They tell you can be covetous. They tell you can be boasters and blasphemers. They tell you that you can be these things, man. They tell you can believe in other gods as in Jesus Christ, man. Go ahead.
It says, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High.
And that's what we do, man. We rehearse the righteous acts. Judges 5:11. Right? Rehearse the righteous acts. The Lord said, keep my laws, statutes, and commandments. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do what the Lord commanded us to do. Amen. It makes no damn sense that you can tell your damn kids not to play with an outlet, but you're not going to keep the laws of the Lord.
Right. You know, it says in Isaiah 58:1, it's like, man, it says to show our people their transgression, so their transgression is by not keeping the laws, man. So we got to say, hey, look, it's time to come back to these laws because all out hell's about to break loose, man. You know, and all the signs of the end are here, man. This is, it says, and is occupied, that's lucky, man. It says, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecy.
So that's what you'll be. You'll be occupied in prophecy. Yep. Your mind will be occupied in alternate news. Your mind will be occupied in these like news break, right? Your mind will be occupied in the things that is going on in the world. Because as long as you watching these things take place, this is how we know that the Lord is coming back. This is how we know that the Lord is about to make his second coming. If you're not paying attention, then you're gonna be caught up like a thief in the night, man. Because the Lord is making moves, man. There's things that's going on in the world, prophecies that's taking place. And these people aren't paying attention to it, man. They're more occupied in the things of the world, man. Which these things are gonna pass away, man. The scripture says this shit gonna pass away, man. Matter of fact, let me get that. What is that? 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10.
Yeah, bro. Plus 2, it says in 1 Peter, I believe that's 1 and 13, man. It says, it says for you to gird up the loins of your mind. So how you prepare your mind is you go into the prophecies, man, and say, okay, this is what's gonna come, man. So I gotta prepare myself, man. So you have to prepare your mind because these things that are coming on the earth, man. They are gonna make men to fear, to die of fear, man.
Scriptures say search you the scriptures for you have to turn the light. So you gotta always be in the scriptures. You gotta always be in the word. Because It's just going to be a time where the Lord's going to seal up the book, seal up the message, seal up the gospel. You just got to have it in yourself by that time already.
This is 1 Peter 2:10. It says, which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of the Most High, which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. Is that what you wanted?
No. Go to 3 and 10.
2 Peter 3?
Yeah.
I already got it.
Second Peter.
2 Peter.
2 Peter 3 and 10.
Yeah, he was in 1 Peter. Let me get that. 2 Peter.
You got it?
3 and 10? Yeah, I got it right here. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
Right, so the day of the Lord is come like a thief in the night. So if you're not preparing yourself for this, like the scriptures tell you in Isaiah 33 and 6, you know, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. If you're not preparing yourself for the things to come, and by preparing yourself as doing what the Lord tell you to do, doing what the Lord require you to do. Yeah. Because look, you can go to a Walmart, you can get on Amazon and get bug out bags all day, but that's not going to be your defense in that day, man. What's going to be your defense is your how about your shot. Go ahead.
Yeah. It says,
the Lord said, what? I shall cover you up under my wings. Go ahead.
It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
So the Lord is going to come like a thief in the night, man. So when these things begin to happen, man, it's going to happen and it's going to hit hard, man. Yeah. It's going to hit hard. You people will wake up one day and you can have a complete economic crash, man. What are you going to do? You're not going to be able to go to work. You're not going to be able to get a paycheck.
Just like
you're not going to be able to pay for anything in the stores, which means you're not going to be able to feed your kids. You're not going to be able to take baths. You're going to go crazy. You're going to protest, and protest eventually turns into riots.
Yep.
Right? And then you're going to be invading one another, like it tell you in 2 Ezra 15. Go ahead.
In the which the heavens shall pass away.
Right, so this is all going to pass away. The rulership of Esau, this is all going to pass away. We're at this devil's downfall, man. We're at his downfall. So which the heavens shall pass away is his rulership. And you can see that. These devils are falling, man. These devils are falling, man. They're falling like the ancient king of Babylon, man, Nebuchadnezzar. Go ahead.
You got major riots going on in France right now. And they're trying to hide the fact that they're trying to hide it, say, oh, it's because they shut up little Jake kid. And really, all them people, man, they went from them moving the retirement age, so a lot of people lost that. A lot of people lost money and pensions due to French policies. Then you have the price of living out there skyrocketing. People can't afford food. Farmers, they did so many changes with farmers that the farmers had to either kill off a lot of their crops, kill off a lot of their cattle, or they're not able to afford the fertilizer, or they can't use the fertilizer, so it's causing them to get less crop yields. And people are rioting not just for a Jake that got shot. It was just a catalyst. That's all it was, man.
Yeah, that's right. Go ahead.
It says, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
And the elements are going to melt with fervent heat. Now what's going to do that?
Nuclear missiles.
ICBMs. That's what we mentioned earlier. So these are the things that we're speaking on. Go back to that 2 Ezra.
This is back in 2 Ezra.
And you know America's going to be destroyed, man. America's about to be wiped out by thermonuclear missiles.
That's right.
And Russia's going to destroy this place. China's going to destroy this place. And the scripture say you're going to return back into the nation you came from.
Yep.
Damn, Goop, go ahead.
2 Ezra 15 and 2, it says, it caused them to be written in paper for their faithful and true. Fear not the imagination against thee.
So we don't fear you people, man. We're going to come out here and speak the truth, whether you like it or not, man.
Yep.
We're not going to spare your feelings. We're going to tell you that America to be destroyed. You love this place so much, but God, the Most High, hate it, man.
Yep.
We hate it, man. Go ahead.
It says, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful should die in their unfaithfulness.
Hey, man, the majority of you people in the world are unfaithful, man.
Yep.
You're unfaithful. A lot of you, man, are starting to go atheists, man. They said Christians are converting from being Christians to atheists now, right? Because on a day-to-day basis, these people call upon God and he ain't answering them. Well, why not? Because one, you're probably a damn heathen. And two, if you are an Israelite, the Lord don't listen to sinners, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yep. That's right.
Hey, it's crazy, too, that you said this, because there's some nigga woman that came on my comment board for an old video about how it doesn't matter what the woman's nation is. Whatever child comes is still a child of Israel. she tried to bring up the book of Jubilees and say that Moses, the law wasn't given to Moses, so his wife that he had that she knew was a heathen wasn't an issue. I gave him the scripture back in Genesis when it tells you that Abraham followed the law, statutes, and commandment. No response. And I asked her, if you're a woman, why are you sitting there trying to rebuke me, a man, in the scriptures? And she said, I can do what I want.
These demons, man, they believe that the laws and statutes and commandments really didn't exist until Israel to Mount Sinai, which is false. It's something that's called an oral law, man.
Yep.
And from Noah to Abraham, they all knew the oral law. How the hell did Noah know unclean beasts from the clean beasts?
Yep.
The only way you can know that is by Leviticus, the 11th chapter. So how the hell did he know that?
Exactly.
Because it's something that's called an oral law. So they understood the law. Like the brother just quoted right now. Why did the Lord say Abraham kept my charge, my laws, and my statutes? How the hell did Abraham know law, statutes, and commandments if they didn't receive the law, statutes, and commandments until Mount Sinai? So they knew the law by an oral message from the Most High, man.
That's right.
The scripture even tell you that Adam committed sin.
Yep.
How the fuck Adam committed sin if they didn't receive the law then? So look how stupid you people are. You forget basic scriptures that's in there, and then you walk right over that like it doesn't matter.
Because you want to do what you want to do. You want to speak how you want to speak on the time you want to speak, and that shows you that's a faithless way of being. That's satanic as fuck. The Lord run the world for you to follow. Here it is, we playing fucking Monopoly. You sitting there for the price of one hotel, you paying half.
A lot of these people,
fuck everybody else.
a lot of these people trying to play chess and they don't know how to play.
Yep.
You're looking at the damn board without reading the instruction manual.
Yep.
How the hell you gonna play chess? You don't read the instruction manual, man.
Jumping everybody, double jumping.
I'd be damned if you try to play chess with brothers and you haven't read that instruction manual. You only deserve to be rebuked. Go ahead, man.
This is 2 Ezra 15:5. It says, "Behold, say Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction."
What's going on with this?
That's a fucked up fade right there,
Bunch
bro.
of motherfuckers.
Hey, what's
Go ahead and read that back out.
It says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword."
Hey, so the Lord said, I will be plagues upon the world. But I thought the Lord doesn't kill, man. But the Lord is about to bring plagues upon the world, man.
It's all drag.
Right? Death and destruction. They are drags.
Yep.
Go ahead, huh? It's abomination,
It
man.
says,
Hey, that's why when you go into the book of Revelations 11 and 8, the scripture says this is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt.
Yep.
All these damn sodomites and weirdos. Go ahead, huh?
says, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world,
Places filled with
sword, famine, death, and destruction."
Look, the Lord said, I will bring sword, famine, death, and destruction. And people only deserve it, man.
Yeah.
You know, the Lord will prolong suffering. He will prolong the wicked only to destroy you, man.
Yep.
The Lord is like a detective, man.
Yeah.
He build up cases on your ass and then bring you down at the end of it, man.
Showing you the pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that? I was
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
shot at.
This was you. This was you.
You fucked now,
Yeah,
right?
you know you messed up.
Yeah, you know you messed up.
And Esau and fucked up, man. You know, your rap sheet have now been built just like you do with Jake. Your rap sheet have been built with the Lord, man.
And when he did it with Pharaoh, right? He let that rap sheet build up more and more, so he took him out.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is
Revelations 18:5.
It says Psalms 94:9. "He that planteth the ear shall he not hear; he that formed the eye shall he not see." Like the brother saying, the Lord got a whole rap sheet, man. Nothing went
I
unseen
give
by
you
the
that
Lord,
in
man.
Romans.
The Lord said
9
he
and
planted the
11.
eyes. Esau really thought he could cover it by the cover of the night, change the media so nobody knew, and that the fact that nobody else knew that the Lord was going to let it slide. No, the Lord sees it all. Saw all the wicked shit that Esau does, man. Now the chickens are going to come home to roost.
Hey, what is that? Luke 7:17, I believe. He said that which is in the darkness shall come to light. You know, everything these devils have done is coming to light. It's all being revealed. And for the wickedness that you have done around the world, you're gonna pay for it, man. Because the scriptures tell you what, that he's a a fugitive and a vagabond, and you didn't pay for all of the wickedness that you have put and have done across the earth. So guess what? It's coming, man. That's going back into Obadiah 1 and 18. Go ahead.
This is Second Chronicles 16 and 9. It says, "For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth."
Right, because the angels, they constantly making moves. They're constantly coming down. They're constantly taking report, and then they taking it back to the Most High, man. So everything is being reported. So all of the wickedness that you have done over these, years, you're gonna pay for it, man. Go ahead.
To show himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect toward him.
So, and because what he said, for the eyes of the Lord are also upon the righteous, man. So the Lord looketh upon the righteous to deliver the righteous out of this hell to come. He said when you go into, I believe that's Psalms, he said, "I shall deliver the righteous out of all trouble," man. Go ahead.
That's the point.
Go ahead.
Revelations, Romans.
Revelations, and then we're gonna grab our
This
Romans.
is from the book of Revelation, 18 and verse 5. It says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven."
Right, so these devils, their sins have reached unto heaven. All of the wickedness they have done, they have raped, robbed, murdered. They have done these things all over the earth, man. Right, so they're gonna have to pay for those things. Right, John 10 and 10 said, "The thief cometh not but to steal, kill, and destroy." So this is all these devils have done, man. And even now they're still doing it. They're doing it by way of their vaccines, right? They're doing it by way of the foods. They're doing it by way of the water. This is what they're doing, and they're constantly coming up with new plans on further destroying you and or controlling you, man. Go ahead.
It says, reads, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities."
So the Lord, he's building a rap sheet on you. And then after that, after you at the end of it, the Lord's gonna bring you down, like the brother stated earlier, just as he did with the Egyptians, right? He let Pharaoh, he hardened the heart of Pharaoh, only to bring his ass down. Go ahead with that, Romans.
It's from the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 11. And so it says, "For the children," being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil.
And this is going into who? This is going into Jacob and Esau.
Jacob and Esau.
Go ahead.
That the purpose of the Most High according to the election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth.
All right, keep going.
It says in verse 12, it was said, it said, "It was said unto her, that the elder shall serve the younger."
Right.
And verse 13 says, it says, "As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated." It says, "What shall we say then? Is there unrighteous with the Most High? God forbid."
Keep going.
It says, for he saith to Moses, "I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion."
You notice, man, with Christians, man, they have boundaries on the Most High.
Hey,
As
for
if
real.
the Most High have to love every damn body. And that's not the case, man.
Time
The
to
Lord,
know.
the Lord creates who he want to have mercy upon. The Lord creates on whom he wants to
don't.
destroy. That's as simple as that, man. You don't tell the Most High who he can and cannot have mercy. Who the fuck are you, man? You could die from a damn you could die from a damn scorpion, baby scorpion, but you gonna tell a heavenly Father whom cannot be killed, who have immortality, who created your dumb ass, that he have to have mercy on whom he should have mercy on.
Everyone check it out, man. It says in Psalm, I believe it's the 144th chapter, man. It says that he created all the stars and called them by their name, but you people put all types of shit on him, man.
You put boundaries on the Most High. That's unbelievable. I hate it when motherfuckers do that, man. Go ahead,
What?
finish that Romans off.
Romans 9 and continuing on in verse.
Hey, it's so cold how Esau is that they even try to bring the Lord into the Supreme Court to condemn him for what he did to Sodom and Gomorrah. This is like 2017 or something.
And these
like that.
devils, y'all need to be brought up to the Supreme Court. What
Yeah.
about what y'all did unto us?
Yep.
Your ancestors didn't pay for any of that. You trying to bring the Most High to court. What about you devils, man? Look at all the wickedness you put upon the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Yeah, look at the
Look
blood
at all
on
the
their
wickedness
hands.
you're doing now. You got this devil Bill Gates trying to block the sun with all type of meridiums and metallic metals and shit.
Chemtrails.
Why ain't they bringing this devil up to the courtrooms and shit?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Stop playing games. Go ahead, Oz.
Hey, bro, check this out, man. I saw, shit, bro, this week, man, I seen a video of some planes and shit, and so it said that when planes fly a short distance, that they have to release the fuel into the air to land because they can't be over a certain weight, you know. So when they showed a clip of that plane, bro, it looked just like the chemtrails, man. So I was like, what the fuck, man? A plane can't be a certain weight. That shit's already heavy as fuck.
Go ahead.
Alright, man. This is from the book of Romans 9:16. It says, so then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth,
Right.
but of the Most High that showeth mercy. For the scriptures saith to Pharaoh, even
like the brother was going into early, going into Pharaoh. Go ahead.
it says even for this same purpose have I raised thee up.
Right. So the Lord raised up Pharaoh. So the Lord is raising up Esau, Edom. Go ahead.
That I might show my power in thee.
Like I always say, man, the Lord loves showing off, man. So the Lord is going to show off his power when he bring these devils down. Go ahead.
And that
It's like when it says the border of wickedness, the Lord had to make it be the border of wickedness.
Yeah.
Man. You know, that's what we're seeing, the food, the condition that it is. If you just take the food, man, food is supposed to be the item that was that in Ecclesiastes 39, the chief things for a man to live is, and it breaks it down. And the food is one of them, man. And Esau tampered with all those things and contaminated them.
Yep.
To the point where we're at right now. He broke the family, he broke the food. You know, he's breaking everything, man, that the Heavenly Father stands for.
it says that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
There you go, man. So go back to that second Ezra. You got a precept for this.
This is going into Esau, Edom, that they're going to pay for what they've done, even though they think they may escape and they're not. This is Lamentations 4:21 and 22. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass though unto thee.
Right, because the scriptures talk about the curses that shall come upon our enemies. Going back into Deuteronomy 37. So these things that we went through, you're going to go through them, but in a righteous way. Right? Because we're not going to be raping the women you lay down with. We're not going to be raping your children. Right? We're not going to be doing the wickedness that you did unto us. We're going to do it in righteousness. And the worst thing for you is that brother's going to have spiritual powers when doing it. You is limited to all that which is carnal and physical. We're not going to be limited.
We're gonna do like Kratos did. Kratos did Thor in that new what is it, God of War game. What he did, he basically killed Kratos. Thor came back with that hammer, woke his ass up so he could beat his ass some more. That's what we're gonna do.
Damn.
We're gonna remember everything that these Edomites did to us, man. We're gonna be able to look into that spirit that we're fucking up and see what he did to us in previous lives. And that's the power that the Lord's gonna give us. That's what the scriptures say. We should meditate terrors. You know, because they got brutal, man, during slavery. You know, brothers look up the tools of slavery and things of torture. That shit got fucking medieval, man. It was that bad. The things that they were doing to our people.
And that's the thing is with the so-called history that these devils allow you to read today, is that they don't show everything, man. You know, you watch these movies, they might show you burning, they might show you hanging, dogs eating you, but they won't show you in depth the shit that they really did.
They only show you like the most civilized parts that they can show.
Right.
And the civilized shit they show is fucking uncivil.
And the crazy thing is that, you know, these Edomites, they turn around and was like, oh, slavery wasn't that bad. The only people who could say that is the people who
They were the ones that was beating you.
When you read the comment board on a lot of shit that these white people be saying, man, that shit be ridiculous, man. But,
Yep.
you know, for them to be on a comment board talking about slavery wasn't bad, that shit crazy, man. You know, because they was burning Jake to the stake They cut. Hey, what did they do to the dude in when he dropped the water pot?
Oh,
When he dropped the fucking
pinned him to the
cistern,
ground. Had his brother hold him down.
then they
Master
cut his
came
ass.
and hacked him to pieces,
Shit.
starting from the legs. So he was able to live while he saw himself getting hacked up. His brother had to hold him down. And then they locked all the slaves in the same hut they were killing them in, and told the slaves, "If you make one fucking sound, you next."
And all he did was broke a water cistern,
Yeah.
a little water
Little
pot.
pitcher.
Little pitcher. And they cut him to pieces, and then
Oh, there was a video that
his
came
body in a damn fireplace.
There's a video that came out where they had I guess it's some museum where they have some hanging like podiums where it says it was like eight things that people got lynched for, and it was one of them was just one of them was Edomite kids were throwing rocks at a Judite female, and she reprimanded them, so they fucking hung her ass and burnt her. It's like, bro, I gotta find that video and send it out again, but like, jeez, man, you devils. It was like, man, it was just like, I had a bad day, I gotta get you. That's how you devils are.
Hey,
Well, truly, man.
they could wake up and just kill you for nothing.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
mercy.
That's
what they were
why
doing.
the scriptures tell you that ye should be unassured of your life, either night nor day.
Yep.
Because if you just had a bad fucking day, if they just had a bad day or they just wanted to fuck you up, they had a right to go in your damn hut, pull you out of that motherfucker, and fuck you up for no reason.
Hey man, it says in James 2:13, man. That's like the Lord said that He will not have mercy
On them that
You know?
show no mercy.
to those who have not shown no mercy. And these devils have not shown any mercy for hundreds of fucking years, man.
Either old or young.
Yep.
Either old or young.
Right.
Go ahead,
I got this quick one right here. Daniel 9:12. And he has confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by bringing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven have not been done as have been done upon Jerusalem.
These devils, man, they did wicked. They did wickedly, man. They at any time, appointed time, they will grab your wife, man, and just have sex with her, man.
Yep.
And they showed that in that one movie.
They'll get her pregnant too.
Yeah.
And
What was
you
that
have to
then?
raise that little the baby and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I want to say it was like the 12 years a slave.
Yeah, it was 12 years.
Yeah, yeah. Where he grabbed her ass out of the tent and just raped her ass.
Yeah, I think she was a virgin too, so
Yeah.
he took that virginity, you know?
And he got her pregnant too, didn't he?
I'm not too sure.
I'm
he got her
not too
pregnant.
sure, but
he hit it though.
Yup. And that's when he grabbed them in the morning and had them dancing in the house, the wife, she got pissed off. She threw a damn bottle at the old girl he was freaking off to, man. I was like, damn. Let me get that Deuteronomy 30:7. But all these things are gonna come back at you, man, because the Lord said, "Ye shall drink of the dregs of the cup," man.
Yep.
So you're gonna get paid back, man. Your hell is coming, man. This is our hell, but your hell is coming. Go ahead.
This is Deuteronomy 30:7. It reads, it says, and the Lord Yahweh, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies.
These curses are gonna come from our enemies, and we seeing it slowly but surely. Because look, these so-called white cops, man, they be shooting their own people like Jake, man. No mercy. They hog tied this white dude. They hog tied this motherfucker up, and he died, man. They kept his ass in a hog tie for a couple of hours, and he ended up dying. Right? They killing each other like Jake killing each other, man. So that's them curses. That's them curses coming off Jake and edging on to Esau. Go ahead.
It says, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Right, because you nations, man, you're gonna feel it too, man. You're gonna go through slavery. We're gonna put you through slavery as well. Because the scriptures talk about how we went through slavery, going back into Luke 21 and 24. Right? So you're gonna build, you're gonna be getting your ass whooped, all these things are gonna come upon you.
That goes into
And this
Obadiah.
is what we out here to speak on, man. This is what we out here to speak on as prophets, man. It's the things that people don't want to hear. Go ahead.
This is Zechariah 2:8. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you. For he that touches you touches the apple of his eye. For behold, I will shake my hand upon them, and they shall be a spoil to their servants, and ye shall know that the Lord of hosts has sent me.
Okay, so you're gonna know, man, that the Lord of hosts has sent you. Because look, man, the Lord said, "What? For this is the vengeance I shall put upon thine enemies, man." So this is the Lord's vengeance for what you did unto the apple of His eye. You fucked up the Lord's chosen people, and you knew that, man. You knew that these was the Lord's chosen people. Go ahead.
This is from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 16, and it says, "Therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured." It says, "And all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity."
So you're gonna go into captivity, man. These Christians turn around, they want everybody, that believe in Jesus Christ to be saved. But you gotta understand, man, that these Edomites, right, these Moabites, these Ammonites, Hamites, and Ishmaelites that put the Lord's people in slavery are gonna go into slavery, man. You can believe in Jesus Christ all you want to, man. And the name of the Lord is in Jesus Christ. And every time these devils do think about Jesus Christ, they thinking about these damn Edomites, man. The Lord gonna have your ass in captivity on His chosen people. There's not gonna be no equality in the kingdom. You're not gonna be standing side to side to an Israelite king, man. It's not gonna happen. You're gonna be at the foot, man. And we're gonna have our foot on you, man. And then we're gonna tell your ass what to do. That's as simple as that. Go ahead.
Oh, this is Obadiah 1 and 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. For as ye have drunken upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathens drink continually.
You're gonna drink continually, man. You're gonna drink out of that cup continually. And again, you're gonna be dealing with men that have spiritual power. So the things we're gonna be able to do is gonna be unbelievable, man. Go ahead. They shall drink and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. Keep going.
But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance.
Hey, so the Lord is gonna deliver His people, man. His people is gonna have salvation, right? His people is gonna be shown mercy. His people are gonna be given the kingdom. While all you other nations, you're gonna be under our feet. Go ahead.
But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness.
And you go into Genesis, I think that's Genesis 45 and 7. And the scriptures talk about Israel shall be delivered with a great deliverance, man. That great deliverance is gonna come from Yahweh Shah, man. When the elect get beamed up. Go ahead.
And the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions.
Hey, the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions, man. So everything that you devils have gathered up on the earth, we're gonna take back, man. And then we're gonna take you and chain your ass up in them fucked up chains that you put us in, man. Go ahead.
Hey, and the book of Job tells you, as the substance is, so shall the restitution be.
Man.
So that means if He has something, He has to restore everything.
Restore it all. Go ahead.
And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining.
It says kindle in them and devour them, man. You're going to be devoured. That's going back into Jeremiah 30 and 16. You're going to go into captivity. You're going to be devoured. These things are going to happen unto you, devil. So all of these things that you have in the world today is going to fall and crumble. Like we said in the beginning, what? The downfall of Esau and the destruction of America.
That's right. They shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau.
Right, because you're going to be wiped the hell off the face of the earth, man. You need to be wiped out. You got to go, man. You got to go, man. The way you have this world so bent out of shape, you can't be here any longer. The Lord gonna wipe your ass out, and your spirit's gonna go amongst the other nations, man.
So if you think about it, what good is death? Because what is Esau? He is as death. In the kingdom, there gonna be it's gonna be death for the outsiders, and they're gonna pass away or whatever. But at the end, there ain't gonna be nobody just out doing the things that Esau do.
Yeah, death wasn't even we have to go back to the spirit world. The judgment was we have to come back in. So death wasn't even a full release for us. Right? It wasn't even for a release for us because we had to come back to this shit. The devil's going to be in the same line. Right?
Yep.
If you die, we're going to assure you, we'll be back.
We'll see you soon.
The nations of gonna want to do right. But
Yeah.
the scriptures say that if they don't pay homage to the Lord, that the rains will not come. You know, they're not gonna get blessed. So
The scripture says, if they bow not unto you, that nation shall be destroyed. If you don't want to serve, if you don't want to serve the Lord, you don't want to serve us. Your ass gonna be wiped off the face
Said,
of the
bring them
earth.
hither and slay them before me.
This is Jeremiah 30:17. For I will restore health unto thee.
And we need it, man. Brothers'
Oh,
backs
start up.
Hey, brothers' backs be hurt.
Yeah.
Brothers be having foot pain, headaches,
Yep.
stomach aches. Brothers be going through things, man. This is why another reason why we need to get the hell out of here, man.
Yeah.
So we could be healed, man, from all of these things, from these bodies, these weakened bodies. Go ahead.
Go back to verse 16. It says, Jeremiah 30:16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. It says, for I will restore health unto that. Hey, that's equated to restoring health. Everybody else being given to a prey, right? The Lord said, "What the earth was created for our sakes." That's part of this restoring health, man, and physical health, bro. It says, "And I will heal thee of thy wounds."
Hey, because when the world is given back unto Jacob, you're not gonna have to deal with GMO food.
No.
You're not gonna have to deal with this polluted ass air if it is air.
Yeah, murky water.
Right? You're not gonna have to deal with the murky water and shit.
It's like you see Esau go to like a lake or something. It's damn near green water. That ain't fucking right.
Hey, there's gonna have no option. And the scripture says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it."
Con.
Says,
It's beautiful.
So Jacob is gonna restore the world as it should. Esau needs to go, man, because he creates hell and death. Hell being a condition, and death is the condition you're being in today. This is why the scriptures tell you in Psalms 23 that this is the valley of the shadow of death. You know, everything you do leads to death. The food you eat can cause cancer. The air you breathe can cause cancer. You got male and female walking around with diseases. All of these things are taking place because the wicked have the earth. So as long as the wicked have the earth, this is what you're gonna get. But you know, a lot of these people want to stay here, man. So like you stand here, you're gonna also be destroyed with it.
It says, for I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, say Yahweh.
And you're not gonna have to go to these damn hospitals, man. You're not gonna have to go to these hospitals while they pump you up with a bunch of pills and shit with more side effects than they're actually supposed to help you.
Take your blood like 5 to 10 times.
Yeah.
And they constantly poking you with needles and want to knife you up, man. All surgeons want to do is cut in your body. Then they tell you it's not a guarantee that your ass will make it off the table. So now if you go on that table and do surgery, it's a 98, 99% guarantee you might end up dead. So
You might not be coming off the
we're
table.
eventually not gonna have to need the shit that Esau provides for us.
And they don't let your family see what's going on while you're in there. So you just have to whim and trust a fucking doctor. Not knowing, hey, there was a surgeon.
Especially for Jake, man. You going on there on a whim on if this devil even like black people, man. Because if he don't like you, I accidentally cut your damn liver, man. I done fucked up and damn near cut your lung. You know what I'm saying? So now you got to deal with devils, right? That hate your stupid ass, and you got to deal with the nurses that might not even like you, man. You had that nurse that killed a bunch of black people. And they only found out she killed black people because she had all of their damn medical tags in her locker, man.
You got a gynecologist that was shooting women up with his own semen, so you got a shit ton of kids out there. And these women didn't know. They go home and just find out, years later, this fucking 28-year-old nigga, his doctor's his dad. It's fucked up here, man.
And you had that doctor just recently, man. He was taking IV bags and he was poisoning all the IV bags, man.
You have to do that. I guess the bitches will be passed out and you put his shit in there.
Yeah, he put his dick in their mouth.
Oh man,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Yeah, so it was in like
What?
Venezuela or something like that. He was
Look at
teabagging
that,
bitches under anesthesia, bro.
Wow, look at that.
And how the
man.
fuck that went by with all the niggas in the room during the surgery? How the fuck that happened?
With the husband, like I think it was a C-section. He was like one of them doctors that took babies out.
The husband was there too?
Yeah, the dude was in the other room and shit.
And he teabagging him. Why they under anesthesia?
Yeah, mouth wide open, vulnerable.
Hey, bro, I got this.
Hey, this is hell, man.
Yeah.
Hey, the scripture says there's no
I gotta get through.
There's no more person more profane than Esau, man, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. So when you go in a hospital, this is what you might have to deal with. You might have to deal with this dude trying to teabag.
She gonna sit right there and watch.
He's teabagging bitches in the hospital. Hey, how the fuck is he getting away with that
That's
shit?
what I'm
though?
saying.
Hey, because when you in the surgery room,
There's
there's
at
like a
least 3 or
bunch of
4
people
people.
in there. So it's like, yo, like what they joining in with this
Because they keep the anesthesiologist there. You got the nurse assistant. You got the surgical
You
assistant.
can see the video. They
Hey, yo,
Like, what the
this
fuck?
man-
They were like,
You do it so many times, you get good at that shit.
Hey, man, this dude teabagging nigga women.
The dentist is horrible too.
In Arizona, they just found this woman was in a coma, man, and
Yeah, she's pregnant in a nursing home.
Yeah,
Yep.
like Kill Bill.
What?
like Kill Bill.
Like
Right?
Yep.
Kill Bill.
And I think it was more than a couple dudes that was doing it to her. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
They see that Job 9:24, man. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
Hey, them fucking group homes too, man.
Yeah, them group homes.
They be doing shit like that to them.
Hey, them caretaker homes,
Yep.
man. There be women in there popping up pregnant and shit. The psychiatric homes.
Yep.
all them
Got
dudes-
diseases, syphilis,
them
all
dudes
kinds of
Go
stuff.
up in there, them Edomites, they go up in a room and have sex with the crazy women. Hey, Dave and the dude, man, a while back, he had sex with a dead corpse, man.
Ah,
Edomite,
like-
man.
Like
Well,
that
that's
what?
the thing.
A
I think
dead
that's the
corpse.
thing.
Yeah.
Like a fetish or something.
Yeah.
What is that called? Is that called
Necrophilia.
necrophilia?
Yeah, this lady was actually dealing with a dude like that, and she had broke out on her chest because he had, you know, whatever. And she went to the hospital. She thought it was like herpes or something. And they was like, nah, you only get this from people fucking dead corpses.
Wow.
That happened like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
Harvest
Yeah.
stop.
Weird, man. That's
Harvest
Esau
stop
right there, man. Esau some wicked shit. That's why he needs to go into captivity and then be wiped off the face of the earth. The Lord shows the Lord shows through these articles and these news channels the wickedness of these devils, and it gives all more reasons of why he needs to be wiped off the face of the earth, man. Because this
Profane.
devil, and you gotta imagine this, right? If these devils are doing all that wicked shit now, just imagine when Jake was in chains, man. Just imagine when Jake wasn't protected.
No phones or cameras either.
No phones or cameras. You know, just imagine what these devils are doing with Jake when these things didn't exist, man, during those times. So it just goes to show you the wickedness of these devils, man. They're constantly taking the wickedness upon their bed. But hey, man, you know, the gooks love them, man. Go ahead, Andre.
Yep.
Says, Jeremiah's on the way to the best.
Listen.
Jeremiah 30
They
and
don't worry, they
17.
can go back to China or Asia or some shit, wherever.
For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saying Yahweh, because
And we need to be healed, man, because every day Jake is being tortured here, man. Every day Jake is being messed up mentally, physically, and spiritually. Look at Jake, man. You had I seen a recording on YouTube. The black woman
Jake
and them, they was
messed up.
dancing. They was shaking their asses on the damn, what is it called, Wing Street.
Oh, yeah.
And but Jake, and the scriptures tell you that Jake is sick in the head, man. So Jake need to be healed. He said a whole head is sick, man. Go ahead.
it says, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy on his dwelling places.
Right, so the Lord said he's going to have mercy on Jacob, man. He said, because they have multiplied their wickedness, I shall multiply my mercies, man. So the Lord is going to multiply his mercies. He's going to show Jake mercy and put Jake back in the position that Jake should be in, man. And all the wickedness that's in Jake is going to be wiped out. That's when our new covenant is going to come in. Go ahead.
It says, and the city shall be builded upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof, and out of them shall proceed thanksgiving, and the voice of them that make merry, and I will multiply them, and they shall not be few. I will also glorify them, and they shall not be small.
And it's going to be beautiful when the Lord restore power back unto his people. Like I tell you in Psalms 119, you know, blessed are they that walk in my way and keep my laws, man. right? Blessed are they that follow me, because by us doing what we're doing now, Lord willing, this is what's going to put us in that seat of mercy, man. This is what's putting us in the seat of mercy, right? Go ahead.
It says, their children also shall be as aforetime.
Right. And when we impregnate our women, we're not going to have to worry about miscarriages and shit.
Yeah.
We're not going to have to worry about our women eating defiled things and our kids having to consume these things. We're not have to worry about our kids having, deformities and shit because of what this world is throwing out there towards them, with all of the ozone layer being polluted with these cars and everything like that. And they said the closer you live to a freeway, the more likely of a chance that your kid is going to come out deformed.
Wow.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
It says their children also shall be as aforetime, and their congregation shall be established before me, and I will punish all that oppress them.
The Lord said he's going to punish all that oppressed us, man. So it's not going to be no leeway for the Edomite that they say they could believe on who they call Jesus Christ. There's not going to be no leeway for them. The Lord said he's going to punish all that punished us, man, that oppressed us, that put us through the hell that Jake had to go through, man, and that's still going through to this very day, man.
Scriptures also say in Nahum 1 and 3, he will not at all acquit the wicked. So there's no way out of it.
Go back to that second Esdras.
Hey, but I got one.
Go ahead.
That's 2 Maccabees 7 and 31,
Mm-hmm.
and it says, and thou that hast been the author, of all mischief against the Hebrews shall not escape the hands of the Most High.
Hey, man, all of the things that you have done to the Israelites, you're not going to escape from, man.
It
You're
says,
not going to escape.
yep. It
Go
says,
ahead.
verse 32.
And that's what these devils trying to do. And that's why they building shit on the ground. They're trying to escape from their judgment that the Lord's about to bring. But what did the Lord say, man? He said, you shall be fishers, then you shall be hunters. So we're going to pull your ass out of the holes of the rocks that you're trying to hide in, man. Out of them underground cities, man. That was a dude on YouTube, man. He showed how an underground city will look, man. And it will look like the shit you see up here, man.
Mhm.
Underwater. Just underground and shit.
Underground.
The shit crazy as hell, man. They say all the noises that you hear, that was playing when they had that shit on the news. People was hearing all type of weird banging noises and shit. That was them building underground, man.
They had that Hunger Games, right? They could basically create the sky.
Yeah.
Well, no, in Dubai, it don't rain in Dubai. They
showed that in
manually
Bleach,
make it rain.
remember?
In Dubai, and that's how you know, like, they fuck with the weather and all that, because it's like, how the hell can you? Because in Dubai, how can you make it manually rain?
Yeah.
They make it manually rain over there, like with the, out here it's harp and all that shit, but out there, I don't know how they do it, but they do it that way.
Was it aluminum oxide or something they did, and it makes it clouds? It makes it rain.
Yeah, it's a machine that they built on. I was watching it.
Yeah.
It's a machine that they built on the water.
Yeah.
That causes it to rain.
Yeah, in Dubai.
Yeah.
Yep.
Says,
These devils is crazy.
Yeah, these devils had that capability.
Yeah.
Like when they built that HARP program, when they first showed how it worked, they actually created clouds. They was like, yeah, this is how we create clouds. We can create clouds now.
Yeah, they just
making it rain stuff, right? And that Anime One Piece, they did that shit in that show too. But whatever place used that, it was illegal in the show to make it rain manually, because if you did it, it would take rain away from another region.
oh
So
yeah.
imagine all the reports you hear about other regions around there that's not getting rain.
Is that,
Not dress ropes.
oh, Massachusetts.
they built a machine for over there in I think it's in Afghanistan or something, where they can make it snow. Make it snow. That was
last time.
that's crazy. That was wicked.
Yeah, comment. This is our second.
They can disrupt the atmosphere out there.
And the power of the air.
Second Maccabees 7 and 32.
That's like making Arizona cold. The things out here, if you make Arizona cold like Chicago, a lot of shit out here will just die. Because a lot of shit out here isn't meant for that type of weather.
Habitat. This is 2 Maccabees 7 and 32. It says, for we suffer because of our sins, and though the living Lord be be angry with us a little while for our chastening and correction, yet shall he be at one again. Lucky man. It says, yet shall he be at one again with his servants, but
he shall be at one again with his servants. Right. So even though Israel went off, committed sins, went into captivity, the Lord shall be as one with us again, man. Go ahead.
It says, verse 34, but thou, O godless man, and of all, it says, and of all other most wicked.
Because you got those that are ungodly. You got Israelites that don't believe in the Most High. You got Israelites that are atheists. You got Israelites that believe in Kemet. You got Israelites that believe in Mohammed. You got Israelites that don't believe in the Most High. Right? The ungodly. Right? So the Lord's going to do what, man? He's going to punish them. So not all Israel going to be saved on this side, but the elect is going to be delivered. The remnant is going to be delivered. Go ahead.
It says, it reads, be not lifted up without a cause, nor puffed up with uncertain hopes, lifting up thy hand.
Hey, the uncertain hopes is being lifted up in America, man. America is uncertain hopes, man, because you can gain this shit and lose it before you know it, man. And that's what the Lord is going to cause to happen unto a lot of you, man. A lot of you, right? For you to be sitting here putting in all this hard work, to be entertainers, to be in the sports industry, movies industry, to start up this entrepreneurship, this business, only to lose it all, man. Yeah. So that's why it's better for you to put your hopes and being delivered and being in this place being destroyed by Yahweh Shema Shad and put your hopes into something that is vain, man.
Yeah, the Lord said what? Seek first the kingdom of heaven. Mm-hmm. The Lord shall add all these things to you. That's the problem with people. They never sought the Lord, right? So they got the love of the world. Yeah. Pretty soon the love of the world is about to turn extremely cold. Niggas are gonna lose everything. Yeah. Right. They just
extremely cold.
It's July 1st. That's the Fed now system is now active. Mm-hmm. Right? It's only a matter of time till we see it, the extent to which that's gonna hold, man. It's only a matter of time, man. They can sit here and put all your money and track everything, give you an ESG score, because now they're gonna centralize payments. So they're gonna know, okay, you spent this much on this. Right? You can notice, like if you buy stuff from like Nike or something like that, they'll give you, oh, this is how much your carbon emissions for this purchase costs. So imagine you got these bitches out here that buy a bunch of shit all the time. Imagine you got these women that buy all this shit all the time. Imagine what their ESG score is like. It's gonna be fucking trash. So what? They're gonna be out. They're gonna be asked out. You can't spend nothing. You can't do nothing. There's got to be a lot of bitches tricking because they buy too much shit. They'll be tricking out. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. It says, nor puffed up with uncertain hopes, lifting up thy hand against the servants of the Most High, for it says, for thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of the Almighty Power, who seeth all things.
Right, you have not escaped from the Almighty Power, right? So we want to be delivered from this.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're not gonna put our hopes in a world that we know that's about to be destroyed. That wouldn't make any sense, man. When you have these nations threatening a kingdom, why are you still trying to put in all this hard work and effort and trying to build something here in America? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Go ahead.
It says in verse 36.
Let's talk about this.
1 Timothy 16:7. It says, charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches.
Nor trust in uncertain riches, because these riches here are going to fade away.
Yeah.
Look how fast they're bringing in a new system.
Yeah.
They didn't done away with it. When you look at the dollar, right? First they used nickel and coin, right? Then they went into this dollar, which was backed by gold. Then they separated the gold from the dollar, which then the dollar became nothing but damn paper. And it was only backed by what? The military now. So now that they're doing away with that and they're bringing in this digital system, this is how you can tell that this is a place that's not meant to last long.
Yeah, where we're at right now, as far as like how the money goes, only took like 125 years. That's a lot of change when you think about it,
man.
It's a lot of wealth grabbed.
And there's a lot of change in a short amount of time, man. A short amount of time, because time might be long for us, but in actuality, it's not. When you see the time span of them transitioning from the different payment methods, it only took them over a little bit over 100 years. That's a short amount of fucking time for them to transition from one payment plan to another. And they slowly but surely started to bring you people into this whole credit card system.
They changed the whole meaning of what?
Right, and now you could put your damn credit cards in your cell phone.
Yeah.
You can go in there and swipe your damn cell phone, pay for it.
Yeah.
Now that's them coming into what? That digital currency system. So it took them a short amount of time to bring you people to this point.
Yeah,
And
man.
it's all due to what? Control, power. Man.
Revelation 12:12.
Yep.
That was to come down until you have a great wrath, because he know he had a short time. He saw that, what was it? It was in 1960, 1970. I think it was like 1960 when Elder Obadiah, right, came on the scene and all that, man. From that time, he knew his time was up, man. He knew his time was up, because it's like, bro, you had the Israelites on the scene claiming their true nationality, and you did everything to hide it. You gave them everything but it.
Which is prophesied in the Bible.
Yeah.
See, these devils knew. These
You
devils.
remember yourself.
See, these devils. They set up Christianity. They set up all these different religions, which were all made by racist ass white men. But this right here, this is different.
Yeah.
So he sees this. He knows this, and this is why he's trying to push for control. This is why he's trying to push to, like the brother always say, to control souls, man.
Mm-hmm. Going into 2 Thessalonians 2:4, he wants to be as God.
Second Maccabees 7:36.
What is that? 2 Thessalonians, second chapter, where it talks about the men of sin or the men of prediction. Go ahead.
It says, for our brethren who now have suffered a short pain are dead under the Most High's covenant of everlasting life, but thou, through the judgment of the Most High, shalt receive just punishment for thy pride. It says, but I, as my brethren, offer up my body and life for the laws of our fathers, beseeching the Most High that He would speedily be merciful to our nation.
To what?
To our nation.
Our nation. Hey, get that in the NIV, y'all.
And then there's a
NIV.
there's a small bit left. It says, and that thou by torments and plagues mayest confess that He alone is God. Man.
Man.
It says, and that, it says, and that, and me, and my brethren, the wrath of the Almighty, which is justly brought upon our nation, may cease. Hey man, so the torment that we go through now is gonna cease, man. It's gonna come upon you, man, just like we got in Deuteronomy 30:7, man. Okay, it's gonna be, changed from us unto you, man. What's that one that says? It says that the kingdom shall be translated
To one people to another.
from one people to another because of what? Because of unrighteous dealings and riches gotten by deceit, man. Hey, bro, and injuries, man. We got it. Or I think we quoted it, man. Okay, that the thief cometh not, but to steal and to kill and to destroy. Hey, man, it's not if, bro. It's just when, man.
Shit,
It's playing out.
Look at that demon they set up.
What did you just read?
What's
Second
his name?
Maccabees 7.
P. Diddy.
7 and
Hey, that demon.
30
they set up P. Diddy,
to the end
man.
of the chapter.
Hey, they came out a lot on that dude, man, on committing a lot of homosexual acts with the people that get brought in. So these devils, they set shit up like that. And when they do that shit for control, man.
That's why that nigga 50 Cent hates that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
He trying to take him shots. He said, what the fuck did you say?
He said, what?
The fuck did you say to me?
Hey, 50 Cent be all on that dude, man. 50 Cent be on P. Diddy, man. P. Diddy, he a gay motherfucker. motherfucker.
Yeah, I just
Yep.
want to take a shot.
Hey, they said when Usher brought in Justin Bieber to that nigga, they said Justin Bieber tried to stay away from 50, man, after he was in the house with him. So you gonna only imagine the type of shit that P. Diddy be doing and how these
The
devils
beef was
take
running
him
around the
up, man.
house, huh?
Y'all just
cabinets.
Well, no, he had the interview. I'm sure you saw it on the drink chat with Fabulous and Jadakiss, and he came in there drunk, and he was like, I guess it was Fabulous' birthday.
Oh, I seen that.
You saw, he was like, come party with me,
Yeah.
and he was calling him daddy and all that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Drink jail.
And they was like, what the? They was looking like, what?
Yeah, they're looking like him like.
So you want to take it to the next level? Like,
Yeah,
there was some
they
other dude
sucks.
in there that had a restaurant, and he was like, you want to take your restaurant to the next level? Get with, like, he was like telling them to get with him, basically, if you want to take your
Hey,
shit to
these
the next level.
dudes, man, when they get in that industry, they gotta bring people in, man. They gotta do recruitments like
Like a
game.
pyramid scheme.
Yeah, they gotta bring in recruitments and shit.
Booty bandits.
Like Rick Ross, man. He brought in he signed who? Mick Mills.
Yeah.
Meat
And,
Mills.
and a lot of rumors came out on Mick Mills being a little sus, man. So them dudes, man, they all sus in that industry. So anytime riches gain by deceit, man, that's a form of that, man. Because in order for you to gain riches, you got to go into these deceitful ass devils in order to get it, and you got to be controlled by them. So this is why this place need to go. Go
Yep.
get out.
And don't forget about Quincy Jones and all of that in the movie industry.
Yeah.
This is
Well, look with that one dude, man, that's always doing the what is that? The Disney shows like Miley Cyrus and shit like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they said that dude, the producer, he be touching on you. That's why, hey man, you notice, man, a lot of them girls that
Messed
come
up.
off them shows, man, they be bugged out.
Yeah,
after
they messed up.
Like they be bugged out.
Yeah, Amanda Bynes, all them, yeah.
It's all that.
They all shit. Look at That's So Raven, man. Look at Raven, man.
She all messed up.
Orlando
She
Bloom.
yeah.
Yeah. Orlando
Hey,
Brown is
he
something else.
brought it out on her ass, man. She was even. Hey, he said she was doing all type of shit, man.
She was out there wilding out.
Hey, but that's what happens, man, when you in those industries, man. You know, those producers, they be freaking off on them little kids,
Dealing
man.
with the wicked, man.
Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
It's just all NDAs, man. This is Proverbs 15:6. It says, "In the house of the righteous is much treasure, but in the revenues."
Hey, because the house of the righteous being much treasure, that's the knowledge that we have. That's the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that we actually have. We have that, man. Right? But people reject it because you ultimately you don't want it because you believe that it doesn't benefit you. But it can look, man. Riches gained by the way they gotta get it. Nah, that's not riches, man. That's not riches, man. You gotta get freaked off in order to stay on top, man. That's not right. Go ahead.
It says, "But in the revenues of the wicked is trouble."
There you go, man. So when you're in the midst of these devils in the entertainment industry, you got to be prepared to get freaked off on, man.
Parties, man. They talk about the parties that they go to, where
Yep.
there's certain doors
Like Cat Williams.
That Cat Williams,
that you
yeah.
go into. You know what I
That's
mean?
why all the ones that
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle told
they
too.
always say I don't drink. Because they know what happens when you drink.
Mhm.
You sleep and shit, and you drink and shit. And you in the Eyes Wide Shut party, you the only one that didn't know you was there.
Uh-huh.
Or these masks parties. All
Yeah.
of them. Everybody got a mask on.
Hey, they be doing that animal orgy shit party too, man.
What's that show, man? It was made in China. I think it was called Squid Game.
Squid Game, yeah.
You know, at the very end of that, bro, they show you that, you know, how weird they get, man. You know, and how they have the mask on and shit.
Hey, he said he wanted to do something to him as he was watching what was going on in the game.
Yep.
What,
So that's-
what
that's
movie's that with,
Edomites.
what's her name? Tom Cruise and
Eyes Wide Shut.
that's I what? Oh, okay, yeah.
Eyes wide shut.
Hey, let me get
The
that
dude
in
that produced that died shortly
Malachi
after
1
that.
and 4.
He mysteriously died shortly after that.
He gave up them
Filling
secrets.
a lot of secrets.
Yeah, he gave up them secrets.
Hey, let me get what is that? First Maccabees 1 and 12. Yeah, let me get that decimal.
2 Thessalonians 2 and 3, it says, "Let no man deceive you by any means,
Right.
for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first,
And that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition.
Right, so the man of sin being revealed, man. He being revealed.
Yeah.
All of the wickedness that these devils have pronounced here on the earth is being revealed, man. From their entertainment industry, from their contracts, from the wickedness they gain by, for the riches that they gain by wickedness, man. All of these things are being revealed, man. And people, the crazy thing is that they will sit up here and show you this type of shit on the news or even here on the movies, and people will ignore it. Oh, like it's just entertainment, but it's true. This is the type of wickedness that these devils be doing here on the earth, man. And the scriptures tell you that the whole earth is filled with wickedness. Go ahead, Art.
With Malachi?
Yeah.
This is from the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 4. And it says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. It says, and they shall call them the border of wickedness.
Right, now the border of wickedness, man. These Edomites are wicked, man. Yeah. Anytime when you get involved with them, you know they up to no good, man. Mm-hmm. You can't be around them devils like that, man. That's why the Lord tell you to stay separate from them. These devils, they'll freak off on your damn animals, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they speak nicely, man, but they
that's why when you go to Habakkuk 2 and 4, the scriptures tell you that the spirit that is lifted up in him is not right. So you can't expect it to be amongst them devils. I mean, you could see the spirit on them, man. Like if you dwell among them, like when I was in the world, I used to dwell among a lot of Edomites, and you would see the spirit, like that homosexual type of wicked ass spirit on them. That's how you can identify Esau in a heartbeat, man. Because when the scriptures describe them to a T, they show that shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like they really do, man. Even when they went, oh, let's go hunting and shit, that's Esau right there. Because who the fuck wanted to go out and just kill animals for no random ass reason, just to put their heads on their damn walls and shit.
And they get excited.
That's Esau, man. And they get off on shit like that. You could tell the spirit on them devils, man.
Yeah, go ahead. And here it is at their most prestigious school, Harvard. They lift up a dude. His name is Alfred Kinsey. Came up with that whole the modern day sexology or whatever it is. And he made a book going into how many times somebody from the age of 3 to fucking the age of like 50 can nut one day. He did that with boys and girls, but that school's still standing. That dude is still venerated as a pioneer in academia. Right? This has to be the border of wickedness.
It says the border of wickedness and the people against whom Yahweh have indignation forever.
Hey, so the Lord has indignation with them devils forever. Let me get that in Maccabees, Art.
Yeah, I got you. Maccabees.
Hey, but real quick, man, and you know, so that's kind of the balance, man, because it says in Ezekiel 35 verse 5, it says, it says that these devils have a perpetual hatred for Jacob, but the Lord, he has the hatred towards you, man. So how about that?
First Maccabees 1 and what up?
Go to 12.
12. This is First Maccabees 1 and 12. It says, so this device pleased them. We start up at 11.
Yeah, go ahead.
First Maccabees 1 and 11. It says, in those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. Then certain
is that second Maccabees?
First Maccabees.
No. I'm talking about is that second Maccabees? Yeah, the evil.
First Maccabees.
And what?
Jump to 7.
Yeah, go to 7.
Alexander?
Yeah, that's it.
This is First Maccabees 1 and 7. It says, so Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bear rule, every one in his place.
Hey, if you look up the Roman emperors, man, them motherfuckers was wicked, man.
Yeah.
Like they were wicked as hell, man. Like when you read about them and the wickedness that was going on, especially when you read about the Roman Empire and all of the shit that they had going on in there, that's how you know these Edomites, man. you give them the world, and this is what you get. Go ahead.
Tiberius was 100%. I believe he was 100% Jeffrey Epstein. Bro.
Man.
Had his own little sex island, right? They had little kids in a pool that make them swim up, touch his shit in the pool. He was a fucking deviant, just like Jeffrey Epstein.
Yep.
So there you go.
It says,
Got it on by.
and after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves.
Right, the 4 generals, right?
Yeah. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth.
So evils are multiplied on the earth. So the minute these devils have some form of power, they only do wickedness upon the earth, man. That's all you're gonna see is wickedness upon the earth as long as these devils are in rulership. The scripture says, "For I saw in the sun, the place of judgment, that wickedness was there."
Mm-hmm.
That's all you're gonna see, man, is wickedness as long as these devils in rulership. Go ahead, up. So you got a priest up? Somebody getting pulled over. Nah, go ahead and give me 1 John 5 and 19.
Hey, real quick, man, I got that one that you quoted from the book of Ecclesiastes 1 and 14, and it says, I have seen all the works that are done under the sun.
Right, so the Lord have seen all the works that is being done under the sun.
And
The wickedness that's being taken place under the sun, man, is contrary to righteousness, man.
Yep.
Because these people, man, they don't know righteousness if it hit them in the ass. You talk to these people about any of the laws, statutes, and commandments, they'll say the 10 Commandments, but don't know nothing about the 10 Commandments. You know, this is how bugged out these people are, because why they believe that, you know, as long, see, they have this what's the word, man? They have this mindset in the world that if you believe in Jesus Christ, you already saved, man. So they believe that being that they are already saved, they can do whatever the hell they want to because they're covered under the blood of Christ, man. You will see these same niggas like these rappers talk about they believe in Christ. Like that nigga who's in jail right now, YNW or yeah, that nigga, he'll tell you the same thing. And this nigga killed both his damn friends. Yeah. But guess what? I bet he still believes that he's gonna be saved.
Yeah. God, please forgive me. I know I fucked up, but I know you'll forgive me.
Huh?
Yeah.
This is
That's niggas, bro.
continuing on. It says, behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. And so I got that word for vanity in the etymology, and it says that which is vain, futile, or worthless.
Hey, that's why the scriptures tell you in Psalms 101 and 8 that the Lord is gonna early destroy the wicked, man. Why? Because of the things that they have here, that they have done on the earth, man. It's bugged the fuck out.
There's a little more.
Go ahead.
Going into the definition of vanity in the etymology, it says vain glory, foolish pride, empty, void. It says fruitless and idle. You know, it says to leave, abandon, to give out. Hey man, so all this is so all this, is a work of foolish pride, man. Because we got it in the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 4, man. See, they build up all just to be torn down, man.
Yup.
You know, they all build this shit to push forth even further the fucking iniquity and shit, man.
They get Micah 2 and 1.
Job 20 and 11. It says, his bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, yet his meat and his bowels is turned. It is the gall of ass with him. Right? So he hides his wickedness, his deceit under his tongue, and he doesn't sit here and cast that stuff on. It's the same devil you always deal with. Esau, the so-called white man, has been the same devil since the beginning, man. It's just now he puts a political spin on it.
Front.
Yeah, puts a front on it to make you think that he's really
Just an upright man.
Yeah, because he'll say, "Oh, we're gonna forgive the student loan debt."
Yeah, that's
You know,
that
people
wicked,
can-
speed
That's
his
that.
mouth.
That's that deceitful mouth.
He put people in court for 3 years.
Hey, he.
Hey, well, they say peace and safety, but then what?
Sudden destruction.
Hey, this devil, if he wanted to clear the debt, he could clear the debt, man.
Yeah.
It'd be nothing for him to clear the debt. But the thing is that his agenda is to convert to this digital currency. But in order to do that, he got to keep building debt. The more debt you build up, the weaker the dollar becomes, man. So in order for him to do away with the dollar, he have to weaken it, man. That's him bringing in that Neural Seclorum, that New World Order. Go ahead with that Micah 2:1.
As soon as people gotta
And
pay
give me Proverbs 17:20.
As soon as people gotta pay them student loans, man, and it's not even like the loans are managed by student aid anymore. They outsource the debt to other companies, so them companies ain't gonna be forgiving, man. They're gonna tell you, we want our money, we want it now, nigga.
And you tell them, man, hey,
Hey, them nations are gonna want their money.
right.
Eventually, they gonna say we want it now. And what they gonna do when you can't pay China, man?
Yeah.
China's gonna have to cut you off.
Yeah, nigga.
No more toys, no more
No
fucking
more,
thing.
right? No
No
more nothing.
iPods.
No more cars.
No more tablets.
iPhones.
You sit there and think about what you did.
Go ahead.
It says Micah 2:1. So it says, "Woe to them." It says, "Woe to them." Ooh, man, I can't read today, man. It says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity."
Hey, the scripture says, "Woe to them that devise iniquity." You look up that word "device," it means what? To plan or to plot. So all that these devils do is they plan on what? Bringing more hell and destruction on to the poor, which is of the afflicted of you Israelites, man. Right? Go ahead. Man, all these devils trying to do is become richer, man, and keep you niggas under ice. Go ahead.
It says, "And work evil upon their beds." It says, "When the morning
And
is
work
light."
evil upon their bids, because all these devils do is they think upon evils, man.
Yeah.
That's why I always bring up that movie Saw, man. All that dude came up with is evils to do to the people.
Yeah.
Hey, it was only one guy that killed this nigga baby. And this nigga just got the mindset to kill everybody and shit. You know what? If you don't precious your
That
life.
was the storyline. That's why.
Yeah. If you watch the first movie, right? Well, not the first. I think the second one they actually show what happened. So he got out of his wife was a nurse or some shit, and she was pregnant. So she got out of the car and she went inside of the hospital. When she went inside of the hospital, he was barely coming out, but there was somebody looking for drugs. When he was looking for drugs, she was coming out, and he opened the door hard on her ass. When he opened the door hard, it hit her fucking stomach, and she ended up having a miscarriage. So this nigga went crazy, and he ended up finding the guy. He ended up killing him. But all of those who believed that their life wasn't worthy of living, he would pretty much kidnap them and take them and torture their asses. That was the moral of the story.
And talk about you want to play a game.
You want to play a game?
Like, nah, man.
Like nobody want to play games with you, devil.
Nope.
Play games, bitch.
That's what I'm saying. I'm grown as hell. I ain't got time for that.
It says, "When the morning is light."
And then after a while, man, like the people that was being set up after him, some of the motherfuckers weren't even doing the game as he was setting them up. They was doing their own thing. So sometimes the motherfuckers couldn't even get out of the traps. They were just purposely in the trap, only to die. Hey, Esau's a devil. And you notice, man, everybody that he had, that he gathered up to be on his team to do that shit, they were all Edomites, man. They were all Edomites doing it. Go ahead. Hey, the Jake on that movie, man, they did the Jake dirty, man.
Yep.
The Jake, man, they twisted this man. They twisted his head, arms, and legs until his bones were popping out of his body. They did the Jake. I think the Jake got did the dirtiest in the movie, man. Go ahead.
It says, "When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand."
So it's in the power of their hand to do all these things.
And because
Just
it's
like
like what?
Yeah, the sword. Just like when Jake was in captivity, it was in the power of his hands to consume Jake, literally, to burn Jake, to split Jake, to feed the babies to alligators, to make oil out of the flesh of Jake. You know, it was in the power of their hands to do all these things. That's why they're doing all these things that they're doing today, because it is in the power of their hand to do it. Go ahead.
It said,
Proverbs.
Gotcha. This is Proverbs 17 and 20.
Yeah.
It says, "He that hath a froward heart findeth."
And if you look up that word forward, it means what? Wicked. So he that have a wicked heart, which that's what Esau have. Let me get, what is that? I want to say it's Proverbs 6 and 14. But the scripture says, he that have a forward heart, which is a wicked heart, which is Esau, Edom. He have a wicked heart, man. All these devils do is come up with wickedness. Go ahead.
Yep, it says, "He that hath a froward heart findeth no good."
Findeth no good. So these devils' job isn't to do good unto you. And no matter what the hell you get from them, none of the shit that they giving you is good.
No.
Whether the body soap and the body soap, the shampoo from the damn conditioner, none of that shit is good for you. You're right? Hey, it'll do something on the outside, but on the inside of your body, it's fucking you up. If you literally look up this shit that Esau sell you on shelves, it does nothing but fuck up the inside of your body, your molecules, and everything, man.
Hey,
Like
bro, so
they'll
how they put
advertise pomegranate juice, but then they don't tell you, and these doctors know this, that juices isn't good for you at all, because it has none of the dietary fiber. That's why people that drink a lot of juice, they end up having diabetes, because it has none of the dietary fiber. But Esau is saying, oh, high in vitamin C, right? That's why the scriptures tell you the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel, man. Things that he makes up that he tries to advertise you as being benefits, they all have extreme downsides that you don't find out until years down the line, man.
Yeah, like in shampoo, bro. They there's an ingredient called sulfate, you know. And so here's a list of the side effects of sulfate. And so it says, Slacky man. It says intestinal pain. It says lung irritation, dry skin, and it says dermatitis and edema.
Yeah.
Man.
So dermatitis, that's serious, bro.
Yep, it's edema.
That's just serious, bro. That's
Edema ain't jokes.
Just some of the shampoo that costs like $8 on the shelf, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cheap, you know.
It's no good for you, man.
But check the ingredients, bro. It's like 20 plus ingredients just for shampoo.
See,
Just to clean.
Why
Yeah,
is the
especially
stuff
that
that
cocoa
has
water you
20
drinking.
ingredients that you can't pronounce cost
Yeah.
less than the stuff that only costs 3 ingredients that you actually know?
Hey, think about women, man, when they're wearing all that makeup. Your face is supposed to sweat.
Yeah.
And these women, man, that sweat ain't going nowhere, so it just clogging shit up.
They say the biggest organ in your body is your skin, so now women have been conditioned that they're not sufficient enough unless they paint their face with this shit that's actually not good for them.
Plus they buy all that body lotion and shit too.
Why do you think back in the day they used to have all those protests for animal violence, for companies that use the animals for cosmetic research? Those fucking animals that they were using were fucking getting poisoned all the fucking time. How in the hell is this animal being used for makeup and animals are fucking dying off of it? That just proves to you that this shit really wasn't for you to be putting on yourself.
Man, you know, and they test, you know, and basically, I think almost every product that they sell, bro, they test it on animals.
Yeah.
Rats, all
Well, you
that.
just had that video
Mice.
come out with that those chimps that they released from that research facility that never got to see the light of day. The chimp.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Bro, I watched that shit. I was
man,
pissed.
that chill.
I saw that shit without the music in the background and them talking. I saw the chimp go down that fucking thing.
Look at the
Looked
grass.
up and said,
Like, what is
sky.
that?
Yeah,
First time
sky.
he saw the sky, he was like, I was like, Esau's a fucking devil. You
Yep.
telling me an animal that was meant to live out in nature was so fucking surprised and awed by what he was supposed to be in?
Hey, he was even looking at the grass. Like,
Yeah.
man, what's this?
I'm happy as shit. He was like, oh shit, this is
A monkey
this
that's
is
supposed
nice,
to be
bro.
swinging off trees and eating bananas and shit like that. Didn't know what the hell he was looking
They
at.
hugged each other, bro.
Yeah.
It was like the male monkey was always with the female one, and they hugged each other. The male monkey that got out first, he said, and she looked up, and she was fucking amazed, and then they hugged each other.
That's some devil ass shit. That's what these devils.
Destroy he who destroy the earth, man.
Yeah,
Yep.
Bring that Proverbs back up.
You know, the scriptures say too that the whole earth is out of course.
yeah.
Yep.
Hey, the whole creation groaning for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. Man.
Perfect.
What these devils do to nature and life, man, it's just death, bro. And it's crazy because, like the Lord, he's the what does the scripture say? What is it called? It's not master of death, but the Lord knows how to kill a lot of people in a million ways. Well, this devil's on the left hand side. He's got that same power, bro, to an extent. He's got that same juice to an extent. He's giving the world a fucking working over, bro.
Hey, get that, Thor?
Gotcha. This is Proverbs 17 and 20. It says, "He that hath a froward heart findeth no good, and he that hath
no good." The brothers are talking about these animals that's been trapped for years and shit. Never even seen a damn daylight. Never seen the sky. Never felt how grass felt. This is what these devils do, man. They walk with a forward heart. They're just wicked, man. Just constantly experimenting and shit. Go ahead.
and he that hath a perverse tongue falleth into mischief."
There you go. Let me get that Proverbs 21:10.
Hey, you know what's cool? They showed that shit on. They showed that shit on the new.
Let me get that. Then we can go.
Not Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Ratchet, his coming through story. They showed that shit on there. How he was a raccoon. They experimented on.
Rocket.
Rocket.
You know what's crazy? They made the crazy guy.
Yeah, Jake. But he moved like an Edomite.
Exactly.
Everything he did was just like Esau. Right? Esau just tries to make Jake out to be the villain, but
They the
the
true
so-called
villain.
white man is really the villain of the fucking earth, man.
And that's a proven fact, man. Just look at his history. Look what they're doing today. They are the villain of the world. They're the disease of the world, man.
Yeah,
and
like
deep
cancer.
And deep down, when they look in the mirror, they know it, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, bro, and also, man, their new villain, King the Conqueror, who they say has destroyed all tons of worlds and everything. They make him a Jake, man.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on, bro. This is Proverbs 6 and 14, and it says frowardness. It says
And the scripture says, "Destroyeth him which destroyeth the earth." And we quoted it earlier. Jacob is the beginning, and Esau is the end that followeth. So you make Jake king is calm, knowing that Esau is king is calm.
Yeah.
You see it ain't these devils, man. But him that walketh with the forward heart and a deceitful tongue, as Esau for you. Go ahead.
it says frowardness is in his heart.
Well, wickedness is in his heart.
Yep.
So Esau is always panning Jake out to be the damn enemy, man. No matter, even in the TV shows, Jake got to be some damn shooter, some damn drug dealer, some gang banger, some shit like that. Why Esau have to be the hero, right? He got to be Iron Fist and shit. Right? He got to be Spider-Man. He got to be Superman. He got to be everything that these people deem to be good. Why Jake is a damn gangster in the hood, man.
Psalm 62:4, they only consent to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth.
They delight in lies. They delight in put Jake up as a damn a gangster and a thug, right? Have Jake pictures all over the Circle K TVs and shit. But why Esau is looked at as the light of the world.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says,
That's why it says in what is that? Isaiah 14. It says how hath Lucifer fallen?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because that word just means
Light bearer.
come on, man. And so they bear the light right now, man.
Right.
People look to them. But it says, how hath he fallen?
How has he fallen?
Because he's gonna fall, man.
And I was talking about who? I was talking about Nebuchadnezzar, man. How did Nebuchadnezzar fall? Well, the Lord bugged Nebuchadnezzar out and made him believe he was a damn dog. So when it talks about how have Lucifer fallen, it's talking about how did he fall from his power position? How did he fall from that image that people looked at as being the king of the nations?
because the way Esau holds the light, man, is deceptive as fuck, man. He'll he'll have a light, and instead of sitting there taking the shade off so light goes everywhere, he makes it a focal point.
He makes
it so it just only shows this area.
He makes it a lamp.
Shit around it.
He makes it a lamp.
Yeah, he makes it a flashlight.
When you have a lamp, right, and then you have the little case over the lamp, it's only shining up and down. Right?
Yep.
It's not shining all over the room. You gotta take the thing off in order for it
It's
to shine
shining over the room.
That's how Esau holds the light, man. So he distorts the image, and he distorts the truth of that. The only light, certain things come to light. Right?
It's,
Let me finish this. It says, but they cursed inwardly, said Salah, but it said they only can seek to cast them down, like the brother was saying. They'll paint us as everything, but being the ones that actually made his kingdom fucking stick.
Yep.
But he'll find a way that we're the drug dealers of the earth, but he's the one finding them. We're the murderers of the earth.
Didn't the scripture say he's
We're
an
the
accuser
violent
of his
ones
brother?
in America, but he's the one going to other countries and bombing them to hell.
You gotta look, man. Look at the mafia. You focus on drug dealers and shit like that. The mafia, they were some of the most crooked, ruthless motherfuckers. They will kill you in the middle of the street, man, in front of kids, in front of all that shit. Right? They'll line up their own people and all that, man. You know, with some of them they're Sicilian, some of them was Jake. You know what I mean? But you know, nonetheless, look how they took over shit. Look how they got business, man.
And that's how you know they work for Esau ultimately, man, because when the 4 Americans that got killed,
Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico, the cartel, they fucking gave up the guys that killed them, man.
Yep.
They like, here, America, man, y'all can have them motherfuckers. Because with the cartel, with the mafia and all these other high earning paying organizations are ran by the devil, man. Because you gotta think about it, man. When you have organizations like that, Esau, if he wanted to, he could run in on them anytime he want to. When the cartel killed the 4 Americans, they know damn well that if the American people start tripping over that shit, Esau, these devils, these so-called leaders of America have to do something now. But since they just gave up the guys that committed the murder, they like, oh shit, we wipe our hands with it now. They gave up the guys that did it, so we don't have to run up in there, because if Esau wanted control, he can take control really whenever he wants to. But the thing is, he's already in control.
Yeah, because how did the mafia get their start? It was through unions. That's how they got their money. It wasn't through it was kind of through prohibition, but when they really got money is when they started controlling the unions. And what did they do? They helped people get into office with that same money to afford their own broke their money, man. That's how it all worked.
You know, back in the day, the FBI was the one that was putting drugs and stuff in the communities in the first place.
Yeah. Well, in Chicago, man, they used to drop off weapons and guns and shit from the sky.
Same thing in LA too.
Yeah, in LA, that recently came out in one of the interviews that a guy who exposed the CIA for doing that and the FBI for doing that, they said he shot himself in the head twice and killed himself. How can you shoot yourself? You know what I mean?
In the head twice.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
this motherfucker, hey man, he had spiritual power. He shot himself one time,
He said,
brought himself
"Bow."
back and said, "Bow."
they said he killed
One more
himself.
time. Bah.
But they expect people to believe, and people really believe. Oh,
Yeah,
you
they
shot yourself
believe
in the
that
head
shit, yeah.
twice. How the fuck you shoot yourself in the head twice?
He pulled some soft shit out. That's
Yeah,
what
right.
He didn't.
And he was a Jake.
He didn't taped up the pistol here, and the pistol there.
He was a Jake that brought it out. It was a Jake. The guy was a Jake that brought it out, man, and they killed him. You know what I mean? But that goes to show you that, hey, you know, they don't want their secrets to be uncovered, man. You know, they dwell and do wickedness in secrecy, right? And that's part of their deception. That's part, because these people, you tell an average everyday person that so-called white people are the devil, or these Edomites are the devil, they'll look at you like you don't know what the hell you're talking about. But if
He Jesus Christ.
yeah.
You can't tell him that Jesus Christ is with you. Just a devil.
You know, but it goes to show you that, hey, what has he done under wraps, man? See, we know minute. We don't know everything. We know minute. What do they do at these little ceremonies that they be having when they go to Northern California and all that shit, when they pray to that owl? What is it called? The
Bohemian Grove in California.
Right, and not just that, these little pizza parties that they be having, and they do rituals, man. What about these Freemasons, man? When you get past the 33rd level, you got to do blood oaths and all kind of shit, man. Yep. You know, so that go, and I don't feel bad for Jake that's in bed with you, with these Edomites, man, because you got a lot of Jakes running to that Freemasonry and all that shit, thinking that they're, nigga, you will never know what these Edomites know as far as in their kingdom. You still a nigga, man.
You'll never get to the higher ranks as they are, man. They're gonna always keep you at the 30, the 33, or that range right there. That's where you gonna stay. You ain't gonna never sit at that round table.
Exactly. You ain't sitting at the table.
Remember that movie?
Blood and Bone.
Yeah, Blood
and Bone at the end. He said you'll never sit at the table.
Yep. He wanted to sit at the table with them. And dude pretty much said, said, look, man, I like you niggas. I like the fact that y'all can jump high,
run, you entertain us.
Hey, but you gonna be where you at, nigga. That's you gonna be in that position. You're never gonna sit at the seat with a bunch of white dudes at the table discussing what they want to go on farther, because a lot of things that they're discussing your downfall, nigga.
Yep.
So what the fuck it looks like them having one of the niggas that they're talking about in their table? That don't make sense, man. Hey, you're not about to sit at the high table as if you was in a continental, nigga.
Ultimately, Jake doesn't have no one fears Jake, man, on his side. That's why we need the Lord. Because fear is the motherfucker. Fear is a great motivator, man.
And you know what, real quick, if you look up that movie, John Wick, right? Remember they had
it's a cool movie though.
The white dude too. They had the Russian dude. They had the one cat that John Wick was going to. They were all white people, and then they had the one Chinese dude. So they was showing you that the different nations had their own continentals. But where a black dude at?
Yeah, he was damn serpent.
Hey, he was in it. Hey, he was underneath the fucking ground, man. He was the underground nigga.
Oh yeah, I'm right. Yeah, that's right. He was the homeless.
Nigga.
Yeah, he was the homeless king.
hey, the nigga had connections. Hey, he had connections like Jay-Z, right? Yeah, he had connections like
He was still under them.
Hey, they had communications with the typewriters and shit. Then, like the brother said, this nigga had pigeons.
Over there looking like Mike Tyson.
Put this note on your foot.
Hey, that goes to show you that they put it in the movies and show you that you niggas can only get to a certain level. You will never sit at the high table with them.
Hey, why you think you niggas can dribble a basketball but can't on a team?
Yeah.
Man, yup.
Right? You go play football and get brain surgery or get concussions and all that shit and can't remember your granddaughter's name, but yeah, you'll never be able to own a team. And half of these motherfuckers that own teams never played a sport in their life, man.
Yeah, why don't their kids play the sport?
Right. They got connections, right? Like Jerry Jones, I'm sure he got grandchildren. Where they at in the league? They're not playing that shit.
Nope.
Nigga, you gonna run 22 miles into him, y'all gonna collide, right? And then once you get injured, right? If our investment is gonna drop on your ass, then they gonna send you over to this team or that team where you're just gonna be a free agent. You're gonna be regular out here looking for a job or looking for a hustle like 90% of everybody else.
Hey, that's what that movie with that Will Smith, Concussion.
Concussion, yeah.
You in those damn teams, you join those games, you beating each other fucking heads apart.
Any given Sunday.
And now your ass is fucked.
Nah, Django. When they was going to Candyland, and the Mandingo, the Jake was in the tree, right? And what's the actor name?
Said I spent $500 on
I need
Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio. He said I spent $500 on you, and I need 5 fights, right? And Jake didn't want to fight no more, man. And then what he ended up doing, right? He ended up sicking the dog,
on him,
right, and all that.
So I got 4 fights out of it.
And them devils never showed any type of remorse when that type of judgment was going out, man. So you niggas that are actually fucking trying to save these devils and act like they can get into the kingdom and be their fucking their damn champions and shit. Hey man, you niggas deserve everything that's coming, bro.
Yep.
Like you telling me you gonna watch?
Real quick, let me get that real quick.
That scene is the one scene.
I'm gonna pass it up to one of you brothers.
Proverbs 6:14. It says.
He ripped his ass apart in that dog. Yeah.
Forwardness.
Yep.
It says forwardness is in his heart.
Better enjoy their time.
He devises mischief continually. He soweth discord.
Hey, that's going back to Micah 2:10, man. That's all these doubles do, man. Hey, they always trying to find a way to get over on Jake, man. You know, as long as they could get you niggas on the team and beat each other up, they don't give a damn. They making money off your dumb ass, man. Just like that so-called Jew. When he said, look, man, we don't really care about the music that they're making as long as we're able to feed our families, right? Hey, give me that in hold trust your hold at Proverbs 21 and 10. Let me get what is that? Psalms 36 and 1. Go ahead with the Proverbs.
It's Proverbs 21 and 10.
I'm gonna pass it after these two. Go ahead.
And so it says, the soul of the wicked desireth evil.
Hey, it says the soul of the wicked desireth evil. So you're not gonna get nothing out of these devils but evil. Anything that these devils come to you with, it's only for evil, man. It's never for your good. That's not what they was made for. They wasn't made to do good unto you.
Well, the scriptures say what was made crooked was can't be made straight.
Right, go ahead.
It says, his neighbor, it says, his neighbor findeth no favor in his eyes.
So we're gonna find no favor in these devils' eyes. Because we see the wickedness that these devils are doing. Right? Let me get that
Psalms 36 and 1, it says, to the chief musician, a psalm of David, the servant of the Lord Yahweh. The transgression of the wicked saith within my heart that there is no fear of the Most High before his eyes.
Hey, they tell you that God is dead, man. Go ahead.
It says, for he flattereth himself in his own eyes until his iniquity be found to be hateful.
So, hey, he flattereth himself in his own eyes until his iniquity be found to be hateful. And who did the Lord hate? Esau. So one of you brothers have it.
Over there on the right.
They took it.
Oh, they took it?
You gonna get it?
I want to go in that judgment. Give me Jeremiah 32. Start at 30. It's like I was saying, man, you niggas that sit here and try to be fucking captains and victors for Esau, y'all gonna be ashamed just along with these Edomites, man. The Lord is not gonna let anything that these Edomites go, like the brother brought out earlier. The Lord saw all the shit, man. The Lord saw everything that Esau is doing, so in the end of the days, you're not gonna save this devil, man. He's gonna go into captivity. He's gonna go into destruction, man. And the scriptures prove it over and over again. Give me that.
It is Jeremiah 32 and 30. It says, for the children of Israel and the children of Judah have only done evil before me from their youth. For the children of Israel have only provoked me to anger with the work of their hands, said the Lord Yahweh.
See, Jake did that. Jake did that constantly. Go ahead.
31, it says, for this city hath been to me as a provocation of mine anger and of my fury from the day that they built it even unto this day, that I should remove it from before my face.
See, the Lord said he was going to remove us because what? We provoked him to anger. So what do you think the Lord is going to do to the people that aren't his, that provoked him to anger with how he did his people? They're not going to be saved. Go ahead with your precept, man.
You know, going to you talking about Jake being cut off too, you know, in this time over here. This is Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Let you know, this 2/3 of Israel is y'all about to take that death.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, there's no amount of saving you can do. I don't give a fuck if it's Princess Diana. That bitch is an Edomite. She going into slavery, man.
Yep.
She going into slavery. She's going to be judged. The Edomites will be judged. Right? They've done too much harm, bro. They've done too much harm for you niggas to be fucking saving them. Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 3 and 4.
And this proves it. If it happened to us, what's going to happen to them? Go ahead, bro.
It says, and I will give children to their princes, and babes shall rule over them. And the people shall be oppressed, every one by another, and every one by his neighbor.
48 and 22.
The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable. When a man shall take hold of his brother of Isaiah 3, 4. 4 and 22, sorry. Isaiah 4. Isaiah 3 and 22?
3 and 22. It says, without a king. Isaiah 3 and 4, sorry.
Isaiah 3 and 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Con, this is Isaiah 3 and 4. It says, and I will give children.
Hosea 3 and 4, sorry.
Hosea.
Devils, man, you're gonna go right into captivity. All of our people went into captivity when they fucked up. And then after that, give me Obadiah.
Revelation 13:9 and 10. So they're gonna go into captivity.
Hosea 3 and 4 says, For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, and without a prince, and without a sacrifice, and without an image, and without an ephod, and without teraphim. Afterward shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord Yahweh their power, and David their king, and shall fear the Lord Yahweh and his goodness in the latter days.
So we dwelt without a king. Why? Even our princes, even the lowest of the low and the highest of the high went into captivity. So what do you think is going to happen to these Edomites, these devils, bro? They're going to go right into the same judgment, man. Right? The cup which we drink, our enemies are going to drink too, man. Give me that.
Isaiah 48 verse 2. And so it says, for they call themselves.
Nah, that's not it, bro.
Isaiah 48 2.
No, they should. There's no peace unto the wicked. It's not Isaiah though. Right?
Isaiah 48 and 22.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah, I got
That's
it. It says Isaiah 48:22, and it says there is no peace, saith Yahweh, unto the wicked.
And who is the wicked? Malachi 1:4 tells you the wicked. So there's no saving these fucking devils, bro. Right? We're getting ready to come to the time where there's gonna be all type of hell breaking loose in this place. Give me sedition among men. We're coming to that time where there's gonna be sedition among men. There's gonna be all type of shit happening, man. The stuff that's happening in France right
Second
now.
Ezra's.
Right? It's about to be another hot summer in France, man. It's like every 20 years, France has been going through an entire revolt like that. Right? If you think about the French Revolution, that was a bloody thing. Well, we're coming back into the times of all-out revolutions. People getting mad about the situations they're in, man. Because what? The wicked are in rule, so the people are mourning. Times are hard, bro. And it's only getting harder. They're finding ways to make this shit harder every day, man. Right? You got it?
Yep, this is 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
See, there's going to be sedition among men, and it's already happening, man. You telling me in October is when these student loan payments are about to start up. And these people are already fucking making TikTok videos about how they did everything that Esau said you're supposed to do to be able to live a better life. And nobody's living a fucking better life. Everybody's struggling, man. And now they're sitting there telling you for the last 3 years, oh yeah, we're going to forgive student debt. And then it gets shot down, and all they say is, hey bro, them income-driven plans, man, you pay 10%, you paying for the loan for 20 years, and they're still hitting you with interest on top of it. And they say it's 10% of your discretionary income. But they don't sit here and ask you what your bills are. I've done it. They don't ask you what your bills are. Oh, how much is rent? How much is your car? How much do you spend on? They don't ask you that. They just get the money that you have after taxes. So that 10% that you give them might eat up everything that you have to even just pay for the normal shit. This is what it is. And when these young niggas and these people in their early 30s and shit start getting hit with them bills and they can't fucking live, hey, people are gonna be at each other's throats. A lot of these other folks still have student loans, man. Go ahead, bro.
Keep going on this sedition. I'll run it back from the top. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. It says, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
See, people are gonna start taking it upon themselves. I saw a video where a dude in France threw a fucking grenade at the police. They released something like 40,000 police onto the street to go against the rioters, bro.
Yeah, but they were throwing fireworks at them too.
Yep. See, it's getting real out here, man.
Mm-hmm. It's
about
real
to be
gritty
blood
out
in the
here.
street. The scriptures give me that there should be blood up to the horse's bridle. Right? It's getting to the point where death is just going to start reigning in the earth because what? People are dissatisfied with the way they live. Give me James 2. Not James chapter 3, but James
Yes,
talks
let's
about
go back to that sedition amongst men.
the labor.
Got the horses running.
Huh? Good, get it.
This is Revelation 14.
France.
And I'm gonna start at, let's see, verse 20. I shall start at verse 19. It says, and the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth, and gathered the vine of the earth, and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of the Most High. It says, and the winepress was trodden without the city, and the blood came out of the winepress, even to the horse's bridle, by the space of 1,600 furlongs.
See? That's how much death is about to be out here, man.
Horse's bridle, hey, bro.
The wine
That's
press,
a lot, boy.
right? Think about like they have a term, they got a phrase, and stuff a blood hole in your eyes. That's the wine press, man. The Lord is just gonna tread you. And the wine press is His fury, bro.
I wrote someone that says, I believe it was Yahushua saying that he trod it down and the wine press alone, and then it,
James 5:4.
you know, then it went on to say that his white garment or raiment was all red.
Yeah.
That's not
Who was
blood,
that
man.
coming from Edom and died? Grab that, man.
Isaiah 60.
Grab that, man, because the Lord is about to start getting down, and He's going to start off with getting people riled up. Go ahead, bro.
This is James 5:4. It says, "Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud."
Hey, if people have labored in this land, and what? Esau has found every way to keep that back from the people by fraud. I mean, it makes no sense that how you pay taxes for every single thing, yet at the end of the year, you still got to make sure you pay taxes or they're going to penalize you. Oh, you didn't pay me enough, nigga. Do you realize how much money people would have if they didn't have to pay the amount of taxes that they do here?
It ain't even a law that states you have to pay the taxes.
Exactly. Taxes were really only supposed to be implemented in a time of war. Right? So if we're not if they sat here and haven't put us in a time of war, why the fuck are we paying taxes? Because these devils want to line their pockets and cause the people to be weakened. Right? So these devils consistently keep shit back from the people by Friday. And it's starting to hit the people more and more every day. As the prices go up, right? As people have to make all these hard choices and wonder why the fuck they have to struggle when they're sitting there working 60, 70 hours a week.
And people are making TikTok videos about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And to show you how unjust it is, like you got dudes that, like in California, right? You can't go around with no type of protection because you get years for a weapon, man.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like these niggas, which ultimately is up to the Lord, but these niggas can't protect themselves. Really, nobody can protect themselves from their enemy because a criminal gonna break the law regardless. It don't matter what law it is, a criminal's gonna break the law. So why don't since you can't protect yourself in these areas that you go to, why don't they penalize the police station for deaths in the street, man? You know, it's unjust. And then our taxes pay for the police.
Yeah. And then we gotta pay for these lawsuits. No, you should put that cop. You should have that cop pay whatever the restitution is gonna be. Because that's how it's supposed to go. The one that did the crime is the one that pays this restitution, not everybody else that did it. Right? And that's people are seeing all this shit. They're about to bug out.
Yeah,
They're about to bug
we
out.
was following the laws of war. A lot of these Edomites are dead.
Yeah.
A lot of these Edomite cops are put to death because a lot of times they be killing people with unnecessary reasons. As the scripture says, he that kills the man shall be put to death. A lot of these motherfuckers wouldn't be caught. We was following the law, man. Esau wouldn't even be in power.
Yeah. That nigga be fearful every day. You wouldn't know what the fuck. You wake up, sweat. Please don't let me fuck up.
Well, he'd be in the outskirts like he was in the land of
Yeah.
Jerusalem.
That's what he would have to do, man. Go ahead and keep reading.
And the scripture says we ran them off to the cliffs of the rocks.
He big, so he
King.
They got the fuck out of there.
Yeah,
They
he
got
went
the waves out, didn't they?
Y'all motherfuckers gonna live in the mountain.
This is James 5:4. I start back at the top. It says, Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of the Sabbath.
Sabaoth.
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 Yeah. So the cries of the people have gone into years of war, man. The Lord sees all the unrighteous dealing, right, and these injuries. So what? Now the Lord is sitting there like noting it. He's like, all right, well, it's time to start turning these niggas up. They gonna get turned up, man.
Mm-hmm.
Wait till Judah really start feeling it.
Yep.
Wait till those
And that
pin
line
streams
raise
of
up.
income slow up, right? And the taxes too much. They can't afford to eat. You gonna see these niggas bug out, man.
Yep.
It's the only thing that
change in the world.
Yeah. The only thing that keeps these niggas chill is the dollar menu. Right?
A 99-cent menu.
Get something off the dollar menu for a decent price.
Mm-hmm.
When they can't get shit for $3 or $5 for a whole box of food, when they can't get that shit,
Hey, well, these
now
fast
you
food
gonna have real trouble, man.
Hey, well, these fast food restaurants they're kind of expensive now, man. Hey, bro, it's rare if you spend under like $13 to $15 now.
But you can still get like a $5-7 box.
Yeah.
When that's gone, and that box costs $15-20 a get, hey, these people gonna bug out, man.
And you can still go to Burger King and get a cheeseburger for like 2 cents.
Yeah.
Right.
When that changes, man, you're gonna see niggas buzz the fuck out, bro. It's precept, bro.
And niggas can already afford the cost of living. So when they're not able to afford food, man, it's real bad, real fast.
Wait for the times of domestic violence to shoot back up like it did in COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You can't go nowhere.
And women gonna be getting their ass beat.
You can't afford to leave the house, man. Your woman
Shut up,
talk this shit. Right? And you ain't been raised up in the spirit of the Lord to be able to control your emotions. A lot of these women, man, they gonna
perish.
Bags, bro.
Yep.
Hey, COVID-19 was a perfect example to show that you really don't know that woman you're living with.
Yeah.
No, you just need your help out your
That shit was perfectly set up because the moment you niggas had to be in them homes, days on end, that demon. You saw that, you started to see what was up.
And that's when that nigga Kevin Samuels started to blow up. Why do you think he blew up then? Cause y'all actually got to see how that bitch fucking moves, man.
See, when you doing over 80 hours, when you're doing over 80 hours a week, you accumulate up to about 120 hours, 100 or even more. You know what I'm saying? Every week or so, you're not spending enough time around that demon. But the minute you get around that demon, you start to see the truth.
Yeah.
You started to box the bitch up.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of you, domestic violence went high as hell during the COVID-19.
Cut that bitch off into the corner like that, like Mayweather. Started giving her the fucking work.
Get them gut punches.
Hey, bitches get beat the
It
fuck
was
up.
getting fucked up. And that's just gonna ramp up all over again. The scriptures talk about that that is my enemy.
Enemy shall see.
Shall see it.
Yep.
Now shall she be trodden down as the mire in the street. Those days are really gonna be enforced, man.
Yep.
Can you imagine
Ain't gonna be no
being a house with a
911.
bitch who used to just being out going to parties and shit all the time.
She's gonna bug out, bro. She's not gonna know how to deal with it. These women,
She gonna expect you to pull some shit out of your ass, man.
Entertain me, bro. Your job is not to entertain the woman, man. I have to tell my woman that shit. I'm bored. Entertain me. I said, bitch, what am I, the TV?
Oh
you
my
want
goodness.
entertainment? Get a clown. I'm not that guy.
No, that's not that guy.
That's how far
No,
we fail as
be in the
men
fucking
in
room.
a society to where your own woman speak to you in that way.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, entertain me like you her dancing monkey or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how far but scripture say what a woman should get past a man.
Mm-hmm.
Because back then, we ain't have to entertain no bitch, man. Why you think these bitches was belly dancing and all that to entertain us?
Yep.
Doing that shit.
Yeah. Now they want you to do the shit for them. Because we live in a society to where Esau is ruling, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Where he puts his woman in front of everybody and everything.
I got a precept. According to what you just said, 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 9. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman for the man. See?
Mm-hmm.
For this cause ought the woman to have power on her head because of the angels. I meant to actually get verse 8. I'm sorry. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Neither was the man created for the woman, but the woman created for the man. See?
So who's supposed to be entertaining, bro?
Yep.
Not me. I'll tell you right now,
She
man.
better get the tap dancing.
Outside of brothers coming over to the house and chilling, am I that entertaining? Nope. I just set the scene.
Mm-hmm.
I just set the scene. I'm trying to provide a nice, chill space. I'm not a fucking entertainer. Well, I might be funny. I ain't that funny.
Yeah.
They want a stand-up comedian, huh?
You better go mess around with one of them YouTube and TikTok motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Pack your shit, get the fuck out my house.
Or send it
Yeah. Up quick in a hurry.
Yeah, but then she'll have
Fuck
competition.
out.
Send her to run some errands, man.
Yeah.
That's what I used to do to a bitch. Bitch, go to the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Go to your mama's house and
Yeah.
come back.
Just handed the vacuum out. Hey, get that.
Yeah, go work out.
Go.
But even then, you got to be careful with that shit, man. These bitches getting these gyms and they just start seeing.
Oh, you better set her ass up in that hot ass garage.
Yeah, man.
It's a built-in sauna, baby.
Mm-hmm.
What's this
Get your
sign?
ass in that garage,
You
baby.
better squat on them rocks, bitch.
Hot yoga.
That's right. You better set
Yeah, but you don't want her too strong when she starts knocking you out, choking you out.
Put your leg behind your head, bitch.
She's got the same for 10 years.
Say this relationship.
But really, man, judgment's about to start coming, bro. It's getting too hard to live, and people are ready to snap, man. Like
Yep.
that quote that the apostles always quote: when people have nothing to lose,
They lose it.
When people are getting real close to the they have nothing to lose point, man.
Hey, but I think that since I think the new election is next year, right? Hey, bro, if Trump don't get put in office, I think people will go fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean it might, but even if he does get put in office,
Yeah.
it's still gonna be a fucking devilish scene, bro.
Yeah, it's King Nero. You can get in
Remember,
there.
this shit is set up by the Lord, and then the Lord gave
Nero,
the
mhm.
instructions to the elite and put it in them. Right? So this stuff is getting ready to be sealed up. Right? What do you got you?
You gotta understand when Trump comes back in office, he's a damn bully, man.
Yep.
So if he get to trying to bully Vladimir Putin or any of these other nations, it's gonna be a real problem, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Because Trump, man, he gives off that energy.
Yeah.
You're not about to stop Vladimir Putin from doing what he's doing, man.
Mhm.
Wait for that.
But you know what? That makes perfect sense, that he would get back in office because he's just that arrogant to do it. He's just that arrogant to push.
He said he'll do it in 24 hours. He'll cease it in 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Proud though.
As far as he was
Yep.
like, you know,
War
it's
for
people,
over a year and 24 hours?
yeah, he said there's people dying, you know, in Ukraine and people dying in Russia, and I just want people to stop dying, and I can have it done in 24 hours. That's what he
Proud
said.
devil, man.
And everybody, I look at the
See you
comments.
dead, man.
I look at the comments, and everybody was like, "Oh my, this is why he needs to be put back in office."
Yep.
Yeah,
They
but
they
he's
are
the same
boosting up
one-
that man's head.
Hey, bro, he's the same one who said, I am the chosen.
Uh-huh.
The guy is funny. The guy is entertaining.
You're
Yeah.
talking about
He a
man.
devil though.
You're talking.
You're a funny devil.
You're trying to stop Russia. Russia, who sits on many ballistic missiles, nuclear missiles, you know, and other missiles that can do damage.
Yeah.
You gonna try to come into office and stop this man from doing what he's doing in 24 hours? I would love to see that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I come to send fire.
I would love to see that shit.
Yeah, man, judgment's around the corner, man.
That's right.
Judgment's around the corner, man.
And,
Got a button right next to the bed.
That's 1 Peter 4:7, man. The end is at hand.
Grab it. Grab it. You got the one I want?
And the Lord is putting that cold spirit back on Russia, man.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 7. And so it says, but the end of all things is at hand.
Yep.
Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. And it
See,
says
that's
to
what
watch,
you're supposed
man.
to do. You're supposed to be sober and watching the prayer. Should you be bullshitting, worrying about having fun?
Smoking joints and
Like the
shit.
niggas in ISUPK, they said, oh man, we love our niggas. Well, some niggas just shot up a dude in IUIC. You love that nigga? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude in IUIC was out there preaching, and some nigga,
That's
old
when they
nigga.
rolled up on that car or some shit.
Yeah, gave him two. Gave him two, and I hope he get
He'll
healed
be
up.
all right. Yeah.
Right? But you had a nigga sat there, a nigga that called himself an Israelite, sit there and say, you see, told him it was gonna happen. Told him it was gonna happen. They can't be out there on the streets like that where the Lord commanded us
Just to be on the streets.
Like this. The Lord told, hey, Paul went through it, and Yahushua went through it. The servant is not greater than his master. Right?
He one of them Israelites, though.
Yeah,
he
he
one of them
is.
fake, you know what I'm saying?
He is.
Them Jewish. He
Yeah,
one of them Israelites.
hey, that's what he is. But hey, all right, nigga. Well, look back in the time of David, right? When he was going around, Shimei was talking shit. Shalom, what's going on? about the Bible and the destruction of America. Yeah. All right. Huh? Same day every Saturday, 4 o'clock.
Right here.
Right here. All right then. Hell no.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Hey, should have got it on camera, y'all.
Is you gonna be here?
Tell you that now, too.
She's talking to you.
Is you gonna be here? You gonna be here at 4 o'clock?
Yeah.
Looking at you.
No, put it on camera. She's looking dead at you.
Hey, but what's the one time?
Your mama love needs some love.
No, she was looking at him.
No, you can't always use that as
She was talking to me, but she was looking at him.
Nah, bro.
I don't outside this, brother. I don't outside this. Look at Jerry.
It's Luke and 12. Luke and 12 and 49 it says, I had come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it already be kindled?
See, the Lord comes to bring that fire. And he said, what will he if it already be kindled? Because the Lord is going to rouse these people up, man. The Lord is going to put a spirit in these people, right, to go against the powers that be. Give me Job, where it says, in its sufficiency, it should be a straight. Right? Because Esau's rolling out a plan, man. The whole Fed Now system. Bro, I'm telling you, it's going to be real interesting.
How they
to see
do
how
that.
this shit plays out, man.
I got it right. Grab it. It's Job 20 and 22. It says,
ready to
the
have
fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked. God, this is Job 20, and I started 21. It says, there shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Going to that word wicked, it goes into the laborer. So every hand of the laborer, right? So come upon him. All the people out here that are struggling just to get by, they're going to be the same ones you got to worry about. Right? They're gonna be riding. They're gonna be fucking looting. When you tell them that they can't leave their house, and there's no reason for them to leave their house, and you put martial law, these people haven't had to live under those type of scrutinies before. So when they do have to, they're gonna fucking revolt. They're not gonna be down for it. You're gonna see new shit, man. People running into each other's house. Go back to second entrance, man.
And then you got the American people, you know, you already have them incentivized to believe in this freedom, this whole freedom thing. So as long as they're in the mindset of freedom, and then you come in and try to control that freedom, they're gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
They're gonna revolt. They're gonna fight back.
Yeah. The freedom that America offered is like a drug, bro. Do everything you want.
You can do whatever you want.
Nobody can say nothing against you. That's called shaming.
You can kill 20 fucking people and go to jail for 45 years and get out.
Yeah.
That's this dude who murdered a bunch of fucking women. He spent like 30 plus years in jail and he's out fishing.
Bro, you see that? That's wild, man. The scriptures tell you the land can't be cleansed by the blood, by the blood of him that shed it. So where's the shedding of the blood? It makes no sense that somebody can go to fucking jail for fucking 30 years waiting for the death penalty and eat, live, laugh, see family, but the nigga you killed is gone.
Hey, you can have a school shooter. You can have a school shooter go and shoot up a bunch of kids, get life in prison. But this dude, YNW Millie killed both his best friend, and they want to give him the death penalty.
You see?
What type of shit is that?
You had the Boston Marathon bomber. That nigga was put to death. I think he's still alive.
Wow.
That nigga, yeah, he had like 3 or 4 bombs that day, and niggas was just running, and just got wiped off the map.
That was it.
America's a city with no walls, man. That's why you're able to see. That's why when you have a bunch of tongues and nations, meaning you don't know who is who. That's why when your military is Asian, and your military is Arabic people, and your military is so-called white people, and some Jakes in there and all that, there's no such thing as an American. Who's an American? When you go to Russia in the military, there are Russians. When you go to China in the military, there are Chinese people. You know, when you go in, these other countries, right? It's their people in the military. America, it's that mingle, but that goes back to the Tower of Babel. You know.
I got this one, man. This is from the book of, since you had said that this place America, you know, so lucky, man, that it's the place with, that is the place that has no walls, right? This is from the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 14.
Oh, that shit is disgusting.
Yeah.
I'll take a whole it thing or what?
Fucking spear.
Man.
That nigga looks
There's
like
some fucking-
the clown off of Spawn.
Yeah, sure did too.
What do we call it?
Oh, that's fucking
Drag queen.
A bunch of peanut butter chasers.
This is from the book of Zephaniah 1 and 14. And so it says, the great day of Yahweh is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. It says even the voice of the day of Yahweh. And so it says the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. That day, it says that day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress. Look, see, man, you people are gonna be in trouble, man. Just like it goes into in Second Ezra's, the 15th chapter that the brothers were going into, man. It says a day of trouble and distress. It says a day of wasteness. It says a day of wasteness and desolation. A day. It says a day of darkness and gloominess. And it says a day of clouds and thick darkness. And then here's the point right here, man. It says a day. It says a day of the trumpet. Day of trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities. And against the high towers. Look, see, man. So look, man. Hey, so this very day is near, man. All the signs are here, man. You got war, man. You got the rumors of war. You got the riots, man. People coming up against their rulers, man. Okay, you got the ship that's about to be established, man. You know. Okay. You know.
These will all be the signs of my coming.
Hey, perfectly said, man. All the signs of his coming, man. All right. But that last, you know, that like key prophecy right now, man, is that sea hit, man. Because as soon as they put that in place, man, it's gonna be the hour of temptation, man. You know who will be saved, you know, or who will be killed. Okay, but the elect are going to resist that temptation, man, because it's not for them to take it.
This is second Ezra 15 to 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city, and shall not be able."
You see, because what? They're going to shut these cities down, man. They're doing it over there in France, man. They're getting ready to go and have a full military lockdown in it, man.
Somebody drove a car right into, you saw that shit? Right into the mall out there in France. You saw it? Like Eclipse, Mitsubishi Eclipse. He drove that bitch right into the. Bro, I'm like, and they all went in there and got busy, man. I'm just like, what the fuck going on?
Paris out there rioting too, ain't they?
That's what the France.
They was throwing firecrackers at the protest, and the cop got out the car in France, and they had a big ass fucking firecracker, and they threw it at the police, went in the car and blew up.
See, that's how that shit is gonna come here.
Hey, bro, I'm not sure if that was a firecracker. I think that was probably a piece of dynamite.
They been rioting, man. Even when the gas prices was going up, they was out there tripping.
But now it's getting real. They taking the people are taking like military type action, man.
Well, I was gonna say that because out here, when it get bad out here, you got a lot of military cats that's gonna go against the police.
Yeah.
Like the police is not the end all be all. People think that the cops is. Sometimes the cops don't even show up to certain occasions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you go to Detroit, these niggas, man, some of these niggas can't call the police for nothing. They come up, show up 2 hours after they show up, man.
Yeah, that was a lady, that was a dude trying to break into a lady's house. She called the police. She said, I don't know what happened, but the police never even showed up. The dude ended up leaving, But the police never showed
Shut up. That go to show you that, you know. But a lot of these military, like that movie, Den of Thieves, right? The military cats that shoot in the military are way more trained than these officers, man.
Oh man, military man, they beasts.
Yeah,
So,
precisely.
A movie that show you that is Den of Thieves, man. Those were a bunch of military guys robbing banks and all that shit. But the cops couldn't really fuck with them like that when it come to tactical and all that. How much dudes you got out here that's going to resort to the military backing?
Hey, that's
the military
why
training.
when they come for the guns, the first people they come for is the military, like veterans and shit. They come for them first.
Yeah.
Because them motherfuckers, man, they train like cops. If you had like 4 military dudes, you had 10 cops. All 10 cops are dead.
Yep.
They're dead, man.
No competition.
No competition.
This is an
And
article.
we're talking about guys that's at war who have bullets flying past them all the time.
All the time, they used
so these motherfuckers, they're standing up like this and shooting while bullets are passing them. You got cops trying to hide under the cars and shit. These motherfuckers ain't used to something like that, man.
Hey, but
The
they
military will fuck them up, man.
Well, they have call-outs and all kinds of things where they are in sync, man. When they're, you know, they're at war, man. Hey, well, they have call-outs and shit that put them in sync with each other, man.
Hey, I watched this video one time, man. They was in a fucking building. A sniper sniped, and he hit the helmet of a soldier and shit. And the soldier did. He was like, he just said, "What the fuck was that?" They was like, "Hey, man, he almost sniped you." And he looked at the wall. He seen a big ass hole in the wall, and all he did was point his gun. Something happens like that, you're panicking.
Yeah.
Anybody here in America, you're panicking. This motherfucker was like, "All right."
You're gonna be zigzagging.
The military they will fuck these police off.
A lot of them dudes on drugs too, though, because they got it. You know, to be in that state to where you ain't worried about dying.
What is it?
PTSD.
Yeah, a lot of like meth. I saw an article. They use like meth and all that shit sometimes for these certain soldiers when they go into war. Because at that, you don't care. We in a war, bro. The generals don't give a fuck about the soldiers as long as they win. They say a good general knows that not everybody's going home.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So what do? Y'all? When you in war anyway, take that, take this, take that. Make yourself a super soldier, so to speak. So therefore, you ain't war. If a kid got a bomb, right? Obviously, the last thing you want to do is shoot a kid. But if a kid got a bomb, he gonna knock the kid off, man.
Yeah, that's how heroin. That's how heroin started. Heroin, they used that to keep the soldiers alert. I think it was during Vietnam. So that's how heroin came to be. So the brother's not saying anything wrong.
And the movie called The Sniper, right? He's so bad, didn't want to shoot that kid.
American Sniper.
Yeah,
American Sniper.
But he knew that if that kid would have aimed that rocket, he would have had to pop his ass in the head.
And they made it seem like in that movie he had compassion. I don't think that dude had that much compassion.
No, hell no.
I think he really liked killing.
He really liked killing.
Them American soldiers, especially the Marines, they love killing. They love that shit.
A lot of them are just like weak ass Edomites that can never get a win.
They love
in the
that
States,
shit.
and you put a gun in their hand and give them immunity in another country. They just fucking go off on that shit.
They tattoo, if they get a certain amount of kills, they tattoo each other and shit.
Yep.
And they glorify the tattoos and shit. Yeah, I got 180 kills on this arm. This is 500 kills. This is 800 kills.
In that movie, when he was about to shoot the kid and he didn't have to, he like threw up in his mouth and started crying. I'm like, that's in a movie. They show you that. But in real life, nah, he was looking at. He probably shot the kid. You know what I mean?
Damn it!
Yeah.
Got him. Mm-hmm.
Wow. And you gotta understand, you know, that shit is coward warfare. It's not up close and personal.
Or a
So
knife,
when you shoot somebody from a distance, you're really not gonna feel anything. But when you kill somebody up close and personal, that shit it takes effect on you.
Yeah, you feel the
Because
bones
it's
crack.
Like if you kill somebody with a knife, you're looking at this person dead in the eyes as he dies.
Hey, in The Dark Knight, what's that? The Joker said, he says that when you kill someone with a knife, where you see who they truly are at the very end.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that Egyptian, right?
This is Isaiah 19, and
And you do got some military cats in the police force too.
Yep. Hey, real quick, it says, it's an article from RT, it says U.S. military veterans tell family members not to enlist. If they're telling their family members not to enlist, if they're telling their own family members not to enlist, what do you think they're telling them to prepare for if they're not enlisting? You think they're telling them not to enlist just because they don't believe in America? No, they're telling them not to enlist because you're gonna go over there and fight for somebody who's not gonna fight for your people at home.
Right.
So I'm gonna teach you how to fight at home. That's what they're telling them, man.
That's why you got the militias.
This is what you gotta deal with, man. It's gotta be civil unrest. Niggas going at niggas, bro. Every American against every American.
And then you got your kids going to a war that don't even need to be started. When they said that there was weapons of mass destruction over there in Afghanistan, they found nothing because they lied. They went over there for the resources. So now you're gonna send your kids over there to a goddamn war on a lie, man, that they told you. Hey, Trump said there was no weapons of mass destruction. You got a bunch of people killed for nothing. So now you got these military veterans, they're listening to this shit like, damn, we sending our kids over there to die. I'm gonna never get to see my grandchildren and shit like that because you sending my kids over there to die for nothing but resources and shit.
Yeah. Go ahead and get that, bro.
This is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2, and it says, it reads, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight. It says, and they shall fight every one. And they shall fight everyone against his brother.
My brother won't watch your hands.
And everyone against his neighbor.
You see, that's what's gonna happen. The Lord's gonna set these people against each other, bro. And it's gonna be beautiful because what? These people have lived in this false sense of camaraderie for too fucking long. Right? When right before the pandemic hit, everybody was saying we're all into this together. Then the pandemic hit, and the ones that didn't want to get it, y'all started criminalizing, calling them dumbasses. You had a Howard Stern sit there and say you need to get everybody who doesn't want to get it, get those idiots and lock them the fuck up. Well, look what happened to them people that got the shit. It's not as what they thought.
And then Biden, he was in a press conference, and he asked the black news, the newscaster, I forget his name. He asked him. He said, "Did you get the vaccine? The V?" And he was like, "Yeah, I got the V." And Biden asked him, "Are you okay?" He was like, "Yeah. Are you okay? You fine?" And then he tried to change the subject.
He changed the subject.
He changed that subject real quick.
To back you up, it was so rampant, man, that when they had the shutdowns, I remember going to QT and I didn't have a mask on, and a dude tried to fight me in the QT, man.
Yeah.
For not he tried to, he was about to. I'm like, bro, you touch me, I'm gonna. But he tried to fight me, man.
Touch me, I'll sue you.
Acting like a kid on the ground. All right, it's on camera. I need my check.
I need my check.
But you had a dude like that. But that goes to show you that it's separated. Really, is what it was, because you got the un versus the max. So now the max looking at the unvaccinated people as evil.
Yeah.
Police themselves.
So that's the division. That's the division that needs to be set up for this place to go down, man. And it's so cold that Esau's breaking it up into even more divisions, man. And so he's pitting the war between people, right? All this shit about we're all in this together, that shit's all crumbling right before your eyes. That's why it says he's going to set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, right? Because it's all type of division. You have the people that are down for the whole alphabet community. You have the people that aren't down for it. You got the people that are down with feminism. You got the men that are against feminism.
The scripture says if the kingdom divided against itself, how can it stand?
Yeah.
So, they've been divided. When they created the whole Republican Party and the Democrat Party, that was a form of them separating each other. When they created these different government organizations, that's them separating everybody.
Yeah, divide and conquer. That's the plan.
When you got people believing in different shit like they do today, man, that's like the whole the abortion shit.
Yep. That's another division.
That right there is that brought a lot of fucking division.
Mm-hmm. So the Lord's cooking this thing up, man.
And then the crazy thing is, man, like you got people out here, with the abortion, these women getting abortions. These motherfuckers, they're labeling these motherfuckers murderers, man.
Yep.
You're labeled as a murderer when you get an abortion.
Rightly so.
Yeah.
Rightly so, man. Go ahead and read that again to Kabash.
Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2.
Hey, so real quick, a lot of you women that got abortions, The Lord is, he's, even though you have broken the law, statutes, commandments already before you had an abortion, but this really brings justification on your death.
Yep.
This is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2 again, and it says, I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. It says in verse 3, it says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits.
See, and that's what people are already doing, man. They're starting to go into every way but the Lord, bro. Right? You got women turning to voodoo and witchcraft. You got people turning to crystals instead of the Lord, or other gods and everything like that. Other ideologies, bro. Everything's going fucking left. Everything is going left, man. It's perfect. It's perfect for the times we in, man. Because these things gotta go left before all hell hits the thing. You got something?
No, I was sorry.
Go ahead. Get that back in the second verse.
Got you. This is second Ezra. Back in second Ezra 15 and 17, it says, and man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. It says, and man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread.
See, and that's what's gonna happen when they cut off these routes for this food to come into these cities. That dollar crashes, right? When they tell you, oh yeah, we're switching over to a new system, bro, they're gonna let all hell break loose to sit here and give you the solution to help shit pan out. So you don't have to be afraid anymore, right? And people are gonna start looting into each other's houses just to get some food, bro. A nigga come into your door, hello, I'm home.
He come to you and tell me he want a sandwich.
Hey, niggas is showing that every day because niggas don't have shit. They go and loot somebody else's house.
Yeah.
So if niggas are doing that because they don't have shit, just imagine when the majority of you people in America don't have shit, you're gonna be doing the exact same thing. So while you looking at them niggas as criminals, you got to become a criminal yourself.
Yeah, all these little niggas are sitting there stealing these cars all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Robbing Walmarts and everything.
Yeah, robbing Walmarts. These niggas, bro, it's already set in them. What does scripture say? Because sentence against an evil work is not executed.
It says speedily.
The heart of the people is set in them to do evil. Right? These people are fully set there because they've been given a free will, man. For the last 2.5 years, niggas have been looting stores with no penalty, bro. Even if they got arrested, they got released a few days later. They even toned it down, saying if you don't steal at least $10,000, it's not counted as a felony. It's counted as a misdemeanor.
They can't keep all you niggas in the prison. There's too many of you. There's too many of you people to be just locked up and shit.
They letting them out.
And they can't keep you in holding cells all day.
Yep.
So now niggas are what? They're fully emboldened to go even further, bro. That's how you know. Hey, give me that one in Proverbs.
Yeah, that's why they start shutting down. That's why they start shutting down like Walmarts and shit. And because they've been getting robbed so goddamn much. They started to shut it down.
Give me one in Proverbs.
And now you got convenience stores. Now the same thing is happening to convenience stores. You got them knocking down the front door, just taking everything out of the fucking convenience store. And they're gonna have to start shutting down convenience stores.
Yep.
Then you got a merger happening between Kroger and Safeway. That's a big ass merger, bro. That means you have a quarter of the grocery stores in America now are merged together. So what does that what goes on with prices at that point? There's no longer any competition they got to worry about. Right. They set their own prices at that point. You niggas are gonna pay $22 for a can of green beans. And I'd like to see you find that price anywhere else. Right.
Yep. It ain't gonna be no rollbacks.
Yeah. They're gonna hit you like Frank Lucas and American Gangster.
Oh man.
They're gonna hit you with
that shit. Yeah, 10%.
10%.
They gonna hit you just like that, bro.
You niggas already.
Hey, bro, they're gonna have to protect the.
This is how
fields.
stupid niggas are because you niggas already can't afford nothing, and the only stores that the Walmart was the nigga stores.
Yep.
That was nigga stores for Walmart.
And all of these.
And now if they shut the bitches down, you gonna be fucked, man. Because you ain't going to a white. I'm telling you. You go to a white neighborhood to a Walmart, you ain't affording the shit in there.
Nope.
That shit expensive.
Try to roll up in the Sprouts and see what's up. It'll hurt your feelings.
Yeah, Sprouts kill you.
She said it shit hurt
Hurt your feelings in there. Like, man.
They got the best cookies, though.
Uh-huh. Broke.
Proverbs 1. Proverbs 1 and I'll start at 29. And it says, before that they hated knowledge, and did not choose the fear. It says, and did not choose the fear of Yahweh. They were none of my counsel.
Yeah, and you people hated the knowledge, right? Like I was bringing up that dude that sat there was talking on the IUIC situation. That dude was happy that a man that was out there reading the Bible
Got
shot. And instead of condemning the nigga that shot him, because here it is, you shoot the man because he was talking, because he was reading the scriptures, but you're supposed to be a man of the Lord and you know the right way. But where does the scripture say you get to shoot a man because he says something that you don't like, because he's raising his voice? Where does the scripture say that? It doesn't. So you niggas don't even agree with the scriptures. You niggas hate and refuse the knowledge of the Lord, man.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, it reads, and did not choose the fear of the Lord. They were none of my counsel. They despised all my
Yeah, he
reproofs.
said you camps better get off them corners. That's what he said in that video. He said you camps better get off them corners.
Hey, well, you can come out here and kill me, nigga, because I ain't going nowhere.
Hey, if I die out here, man, I finish the race.
Exactly.
The work of the Lord, nigga.
When I get back up, that's your ass.
Hey, best believe.
I would rather die doing this than to die in a damn convenience store buying some shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Than to die at a damn rally and shit like that. I'd rather die doing this.
Because it's
I don't
righteous.
care if you want to take me out,
Yep.
I would love to leave this motherfucking world.
Mhm.
If I get the chance,
Fuck this shit,
Yeah.
brother.
if I get the chance, we're gonna see the Lord together. That's for damn sure.
Yep. They're going to the upper room.
Hey, this scripture says, fear not them that can kill a body.
Yep.
Them that can kill bodies.
And so.
Hey, now, I got that scripture on that video I made. It says, neither consult with a coward in affairs of war. Right? That nigga was a coward, man. He made every excuse why he don't be out there.
Hey, you could be killed any moment, man.
Yep.
They could roll by right now.
And
That's all up.
Yep.
Boom, we dead. We out of here.
What you gonna say then?
I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
What I'm gonna say, I ain't gotta pay rent no more.
Yeah, ain't got no bills.
I ain't got no bills.
I got nothing to do now.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
these demonic ass women out here. I'm
Nope.
gone.
I'm
I'm
on.
going back to the spirit world. Rest.
Yep.
Hey, that nigga, hey, Carlos, he said some shit. He was like, man, some dude asked him, was like, man, don't you wish you would have been happy if your granddaddy left you some stocks? He's like, my daddy left us some bills in the pocket knife.
Sound about right.
my grandpa left us some bills in the pocket knife. Boy, that shit was weird.
Do what you gotta
Proverbs
do.
1 and
man.
31.
Hey, real quick, let me get Romans. Let me get Romans 12 and 2. Let me get Romans 12 and 2. Let me just get that one. Like we give a fuck. Like we out here just scared. If we was scared, we wouldn't be out here.
Yeah,
Like
so it
the
wouldn't
what's
be.
name said, if you scared, go to church. And why?
Yeah.
Because them niggas can hide in the building.
Yeah,
We
why?
out here in the open.
Hey, the scriptures tell you a slothful man said there's a lion outside.
Yeah.
That's a slothful nigga.
Scary ass nigga.
Scary
Go
ass.
ahead, dog.
Romans 12 and 1, it says, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living
That
sacrifice.
says present your bodies as a living sacrifice. So we come out here knowing that it's a possibility that we could die, man. Knowing that there's a possibility somebody could do a
we
drive
don't
by.
die, we just
Knowing there's a
transition.
possibility somebody can come right now and just blow your damn head off. We know these things, man.
Mhm.
And if the Lord deem it so, then it is what it is. As long as we know we getting the fuck out of here, man. We did our job. You died doing the work of the Lord.
Lord.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
a glory, bro.
You died doing this body. You have shed it. Now this body
Mhm.
that does nothing but put you through pains, headache, stress, and etc. Your ass is now out of this body. It don't get no better than that. Why the fuck do you want to be here? Like, please tell me why would you want to be here? Why would you want to be here to wake up fucking 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning and go to work every damn day? Why would you want to be here knowing that you still got rent to pay, which is hard for you to do that? You got water bill, phone bills, internet, all these goddamn bills you got to go through. These women are nothing but fucking demons. Why the fuck would you still want to be here? Who wants to be here? We don't want to be here.
Fuck this place.
So if the Lord take us out by way of that way, oh well, man. I don't give a shit, man. I just want to get the fuck out of here and finish that off, man.
It says that you present your bodies a living sacrifice.
That's what we're doing. That's why we're out here. Right? Shit, we all worthy of death any goddamn way. Let me just tell you that our righteousness is
filthy as rags.
So we all deserve death any goddamn way. I don't want to be here, man. Look at these whores we gotta look at every day.
Yep.
It's even tough for you to want to walk up to them and talk to them because you know they've been with somebody else. Why would you want to be here? Then you gotta work your fucking harder. You gotta work 2, 3, 4, 5 fucking jobs just to fucking pay all your bills and shit like that. All these kids and all this shit in here is all out of order and shit. I don't want to be here, nigga. If you want to come take me out, take me out. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, holy, acceptable unto the Most High.
Right, we want to be acceptable to the Lord, man. We want to. That's why we out here, because we want to be acceptable to the Most High. How about you now, right? And then death, it's a form of mercy, any fucking way, man. Because now you're finally out of these bodies. You're finally out of this shit. You're finally out of this hellhole. You're finally out of dealing with these goddamn gooks and Esau, man. Go ahead, all right.
It says, which is your reasonable service.
Which is our reasonable service. It's our reasonable service to be out here sacrificing our time for Yahweh Shemel Shine, to sacrifice our bodies. Fuck you want to be here with all these bugged out ass nations, man. Eating human bodies and cannibalisms and shit. Why the fuck you want to be out here with these people, man? We don't want to fucking be here. We want America destroyed.
That's
also
right.
We want all these people to fucking die. So why the fuck would we want to be here? These motherfuckers think they could get on the internet and glorify whether a man of the Lord gets shot and get put to death. We don't give a shit, man. We say if that brother is off this earth, all praises to the Most High Yahweh.
Yep.
Fuck you motherfuckers, man. We don't give a fuck about you stupid ass people, man. Do it look like we care up here about you people? If this motherfucker got hit by a car right now, you think we about to go to the rescue for this nigga?
Nope.
We gonna look at that nigga and say, all praises to the Most High Yahweh Shemel Shai.
And keep it going.
We gonna keep, and brothers gonna keep reading the
scriptures. Yep.
So we don't give a fuck about you people out here, man. We don't, man. We tired of this shit. We wanna get the fuck out of this shit. Fuck you wanna be here for? Because you got something to look forward to. You wanna make $1 million out? That's what you wanna do? You wanna be here to make $1 million?
Nope.
You want to be here to get a big white picket fence house and shit?
Nope.
You want to be here with the 4 pit bulls in your backyard and shit? You want to look cool on TikTok?
Nah.
Hell no. I wouldn't want to be here, man.
It's all gonna burn anyway.
Exactly. It's gonna burn anyway. So looking all hard fight.
Gotcha. This is Second Esdras. Back in Second Esdras 15. In 18 it says, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, and man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword.
Yeah, we was afraid. We might as well be out here with bulletproof vests on, man. Hey, brothers might as well go to the antique store and buy that whole metal armor shit that they got over there.
That knight's armor.
That knight armor. We might as well put on the knight's armor. We might as well put some little casings behind it and shit.
Just went on an RPG
Right. Right. Hey, that's what we might as well do, man. We gonna be out here scared. We might as well do that, man. We might as well be out here with some, some
AR-15s.
Bibles and bullets.
AR-15s. We might as well be out here with pistols and shit.
You're like, I used to be king. Bibles and bullets.
Hey, the scripture says, I don't give you the spirit of fear, man. He said, hey, man, we as roaring lions, man. Fucking be, hey, man. Hey, look, I'm telling you, if you ain't ready to lose your life for this truth, you shouldn't even be here, man. You should go home, fuck with your woman, go rub on her back, go massage her feet, right? Go rub her head and shit. You might as well put some braids in her shit too, right? Right?
And them barrettes.
Go deal with that, man. Go rest, right? Go chill out. Go try to make $1 million. Hey, go make some goofy ass TikTok videos, because what we doing out here is serious, man. What we doing, people hate, because we condemning America, man. We saying death to all these people, man. that right there, man, that'll piss people off. That'll have them go to their vehicles and pop the trunk, right?
This is 2nd Ezra 15. Back in 15 and
What's the goddamn thing?
in 19, it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation.
See, when the need is increased, all that buddy shit is gonna go out the door for these niggas in the world, man.
Friends shall fight against another. Like enemies.
See, what you gotta understand is the Lord conditioned us to understand that all this shit is temporary. That the Lord can provide at any time. But for people in the world, their mindset, bro, if they don't get it now, they ain't never gonna have it, man. So when everything is dwindled down, the price of shit is skyrocketing, nothing's on the shelf, the next person they see with something, that's gonna be a life and death situation to them. But for us, we just gonna trust the Lord and give him wisdom, man. What it say in Isaiah the 65th chapter, man. My servant shall eat. We gonna move on that premise, man. Because niggas are gonna get ready to do a lot of shit for provision, man. They're gonna get ready to compromise for provision, and we gonna have the mindset that provision has already been made, man.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord has already provided.
These people are gonna prepare themselves to kill you over a water bottle.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw a video. This little niggly kid had a knife in his hand, and somebody was eating pizza at the house. He said, "I wanted to eat it." He asked him, "So you gonna fucking stab me for a piece of pizza?" Yes. And he was serious.
We got a precept. This is
yeah, I watched that video.
Yeah, that's when you take him by his ankle and spank his ass.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you Sparta kick his little ass.
Yep, right out the house, because he going to come back. Trying to get you in your sleep.
Job chapter 5 verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh.
You see, the Lord actually said, he said, provides us protection. The Lord said what? He shall cover us with his hands as a hen does her chicks.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord is going to sit here and actually do everything. Man, all we got to do is believe in the Heavenly Father. That's all we got to do, man. In every fucking situation. Put it like this: all the hell that you go throughout your week, why the hell do you think the Lord's going to put you through that and show you that He's with you every single time to where you were able to sit here and live? You had somewhere to stay.
You have food in your stomach. Yep.
You were even able to do little shit that you like.
Yep.
What makes you think that the Lord's going to
turn
be
us
doing all
back
that
in.
this whole time, and then when the time of Jacob's trouble and shit hits the fan,
He going to leave
that
you.
He's just going to stop?
No.
Nah, man. The Lord said He multiplies mercies.
Yep.
So if you got mercies now when shit was good, what do you think He's going to do when shit is bad? As long as you keep the faith, man. That's
Yep.
all you got to do is keep the faith.
Because them miracles are coming.
Yeah, man.
Them miracles are coming.
People not civilized, man.
Hey, you'll see. There he is, officer.
Hey,
Right there, officer.
You see
Get all that. Just
and
go
you
around
see
the corner.
people true nature when they're hungry.
The criminals is for them.
Yeah, there they go. Criminals.
And when food not in the
They
streets,
running.
and when food is not in these restaurants and the grocery store, you'll see people true nature, man.
Yep.
It's not going to be anymore. Civilized is a thing of comfort. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
It's
As soon
true.
as these niggas get uncomfortable, as soon as these women get uncomfortable, you're going to see their true nature, man. Let a nigga go 3 or 4 days without eating and see what he do with his last bit of strength.
These niggas don't know what it means to fast for a day, man. I've done fast for 3 days, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord put it on my spirit to do it. Now I know how it feels, man. I can do it again. I can do it again, man. You fast regularly. These people in this world, they feed every appetite. Ooh, I saw something on TikTok. I want to try it, man. Everything, man. Everything's geared to your appetite. So when the shit hits the fan, you're not able to feed your appetite, you're gonna be fucked. That's a terrible way, man. Go ahead.
I seen them put together this new
This
ingredient.
nigga everywhere.
I don't think he know where to go.
Yeah. This Siri fucker.
So where are they? Where they at? There?
They right here. They right here.
Get them niggas up.
Them
Got
niggas.
away with it. Would have got away with it if it wasn't for you pesky Israelites.
Mhm. Mess up the GPS.
I got distracted for a second. I turned right when I should have.
How you coming back this way?
If we need a
Oh, man, here he come.
If we need a job, we'll be in trouble.
So they're everywhere. They're surrounding us.
They don't know where they going.
Nope, they lost.
They everywhere like broken glass.
He just went down that way. Saw the police coming this way. Turned around. Now he going the opposite way.
Police better tag with each other or something?
They gonna run into something.
Yeah, they gonna run into something.
He was just about to turn that way. He went that way.
It says, "Behold, saith the Most High, I will call together all the kings of the earth to reverence me, which are from the rising of the sun, from the south, from the east, in Lebanus, to turn themselves one against another and repay the things that they have done to them."
See, the Lord's gonna cause these nations to come up to what? Repay everything that these heathen have done to us. The Lord's gonna use the heathen as a beating stick to pay them back for what they did to us, and then the Lord's gonna come and do His work. And then when we get risen up, when we come back down, we're gonna hunt these devils out of the holes of rock. We're gonna bring everybody to justice.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's
what's
right.
gonna happen, man. Justice has been fucking put away for too long, man. You got women out of order. Now you got women that will actually go on social media and be proud about committing adultery.
Yep.
There could be a whole little kid that came out of their act. There could be a whole child that come out of their act, and the dude's been paying unknowingly. And these bitches think it's all right. I took a screenshot, bro. I gotta read this, man. I took a screenshot and peep what this bitch's name is, bro. Right? This is what proves to you when the Lord puts out this judgment, it's 100% all right, man. Right? This bitch's name is Baby. It says she added this dude Shalom D first. Right? It says, men, if DNA confirms the baby is not yours, it doesn't change the fact that you must take responsibility of the baby. Women go through a lot in marriages, and women deserve better. Fuck that, man.
Fuck you and that.
Fuck that.
Yep.
Fuck you and that child. The scriptures tell you children of unlawful bed shall be a witness against their parents in the day of judgment. Yo, that
Kick that
child
kid
is
out
going
the
to be
window.
the reason you get put to death. And it's going to be beautiful, bro.
Yep.
This is Sirach 23 and 23. It says, "For first, she have disobeyed the law of the Most High, and secondly, she have trespassed against her own husband, and thirdly, she have played the whore and Salakia. She have played the whore in adultery and brought children by another man."
See?
Man.
That's what these bitches do, man. And they expect you to pay for their bad decisions, bro. Nah, you hoes is about to get left out there, bro. And a lot of men don't want to deal with women in these days. So what do you think is going to happen when the scriptures tell you a man's going to be a covert and you women have fucked up that relationship? You're fucking through. You're through. You're through. You're messed up, assed out, right? You're going to be crying out here, man. You're going to be alone, starving, no defense. Because you women aren't going to be able to fight to defend something.
Nope.
As soon as them bullets run out of that gun that you got, that little 9mm.
Well, that 380.
That's it. Them motherfuckers miss all the time, man.
Prostitute
Prostitute starter kit.
We got this bitch on Fresh and Fit. Her name was Pastor P. And she was sitting there talking about how men are incapable of love and you should just trick them out. I was like, what the fuck? What is this fucking abomination? Almost 40 years old, this bitch couldn't fucking figure out how to actually deal with a man. Right? That's why the Lord is going to destroy a lot of you fucking people.
You know what it's equivalent to? It's equivalent to, like, them doing something and wanting to hold, like, they're not holding themselves accountable.
What the scriptures tell you, they wipe them out. They have done
no
nothing.
wicked.
And the thing is,
And they want you to pay for it.
women, these women, they know how to be, they know how to be women, but they just don't want to be submissive. So because they're submissive, it takes them out of the category of being servants.
Yeah.
And then when it takes them out of the category of being servants, then what are they? They wicked.
Yeah.
All because she don't want to feel like she's lower than you, but you are lower than me. If we went fist to fist, and we had a fist fight right now, who's gonna win? And damn sure ain't gonna be you, woman.
Yep.
I ain't losing.
The scriptures say she's a weaker vessel.
So why would you want to be in a position that the Lord told you to be in order to have a relationship with a man? But because Esau have given y'all that power to get jobs and make more money than the man, now you feel like you're above him. But when this system collapse, we're gonna see how fast you get back in your gender role.
Hey,
Real
like
quick.
They said, man, he said some real shit. They was asking him, like, you think a female, like, fighter, like a professional fighter, could beat up a man? And he was like, no, because it's two completely different. You're in a controlled arena environment when you're fighting in a cage, man.
Right.
Out here in the street, a man is capable of violence.
Yeah.
Violence wins a fight, not violence wins that when there ain't no rules, man.
And boxing and UFC is governed by rules. But when you out here in the street, motherfucker knock your ass out. That's it.
Yep.
Motherfucker kick your ass in the leg.
You ain't gotta stop.
Hey, all he gotta do really, if a man was fighting a female, all he gotta do is kick your knee out. That's it.
Gone.
You're a done deal, man.
Well, that Asian dude that I sent out, I don't know, brother. I don't know if y'all seen it.
You sent that a while
But he
back.
hit that bitch, right? Checked the drawers.
Yeah.
And then he was beating her
Fucking
motherfucking
ass.
She checked her ass.
They took it off the internet. When they
Uh-huh.
I found it from, I'm gonna try to look for it again. But it was a prime example of the reason.
And drug into the
Prime
darkness.
example of the reason why you would want to be in a service that served that place.
A few times.
Because he came out the woodwork for her. He came out the bushes.
Turned around.
And hit her. Hit her.
Then
Yep.
got her on the ground.
And she wouldn't go to sleep.
Check
And then
them
he kicked the
cheeks.
bitch. He kicked
Yep,
her.
and drug her ass off.
Checked her drawers and then drug her off. You just saw her getting drugged off camera.
Yep, legs.
So that's
Just,
prime, and this is the time.
yeah, you might do something strange.
He cheated on when somebody was
Pulled
playing a
down
game, and
looked at her, grabbed her,
they had the
drug her
Ross
off.
beating up this female.
You know what he
I
did.
guess she was the queen of wrestling or
Yeah.
whatever, but he was fucking her ass up.
It's about the Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas out here.
Oh, for real.
Find niggas on the street and just box them up in San Andreas. That's how people gonna
Yeah,
be
and
out
then you
here.
got women that be like, well, I didn't, like, women that, they make an excuse for their wickedness. Like, they'll be like, well, I didn't get I fucked the guy. He ain't fucked me. Bitch, the guy is entering you.
Yeah.
Right? You're getting entered. You're getting conquered. It's a difference. Like, you don't run into a knife and say, I stabbed that person.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. But these women are warped in their mind to think that, oh, well, I'm a fuck just like you fuck women. I'm a fuck men just like you. But you can't do what we do.
Nah, sweetheart.
Nope.
You're actually laying down, getting taken over by a man, by multiple people.
Then they gotta buy toys.
If a man went to a police station and said, I got raped by a woman, you know how stupid they would look at his ass?
You're gonna be a laughing
I
stock.
got raped by a woman.
No,
They would look at him as he a joke.
Yep.
But if a woman went up in there and said, I got raped by a man, it's gonna be an entirely different story.
With no evidence. She can say that with no evidence.
So
and your
women-
ass is still have to fight a case.
Women
Yep.
don't fuck men, men fuck women. It's just that simple. I be damned if
He got raped.
Yeah, right.
nigga, you got the sword.
Keep that to yourself.
What did she pull out on you?
I woke up and I was tired of my bitch.
She's one of them butchers.
She took it. What you mean she took it? Took what?
Oh
Her touch.
no. Dang.
Was one of those Transformers? Oh. I saw her birth certificate.
Told you to stay away from them. Told you to stay away from there.
What?
Second
Was she a lady boy?
Yeah, lady boy.
That was a young man that did that.
Yeah, young man got you. he said that's a young man that did that.
No. Hey, if you get raped by a lady, man.
Hey man, yeah, just die.
Find a way from Coburg.
Mhm.
Right, go rob something. Yeah. I got raped by a lady.
Hell no.
That don't even sound good.
The second Ezra 15, back in 20 or 21, it says, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also in recompense in their bosom. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh. It says, my right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon
Just
them.
like that.
Yeah, he showed too.
Flip-flops and everything.
That duck, that weird walk.
Just like that.
With the
They
flip
got a mean right, though, I tell you.
Uh-huh.
I
He said, "Clack, clack."
Because the bitch didn't get knocked out
Oh, he
instantly.
hit hard.
He didn't get that bitch
That shit
looking
looked
at
like
her.
that was some
She
thug.
was,
Hey, she
look,
kept
she was
getting
just,
back up, man.
yeah, she was
I was
out of it.
adrenaline kicking in. That's all it was. He just had to knock that. He had to knock her HP down. That's all it was.
That's why he had to kick her.
Her health was done at 80%.
80%. Hit it one more time.
He said 60, 50.
Then he kicked her.
That shit went down 5 points.
He said,
Flawless
boom.
victory.
It says, am I right?
Yeah, he kicked the mess out of her.
When he kicked her, he ended. That was that flawless
Yeah, that was
victory
it.
right there.
And he walked off, came back, said, let me see them cheeks.
It was second.
Yep, you coming with me. And
And
drug
we
ass
not,
right to the
like,
darkness.
The reason why we talking like that is because you bitches are out of order. Like the brother just got that out. Like she said, if she go commit adultery with another man and get pregnant, that her man should still have to take care of what the fuck she did.
Yeah.
In her mind, she thinks that she's right, and she's not. She's speaking for women, not herself.
You're on the
She's
street.
speaking for her and women, man. That's how they do it. That's what they think about. And that's the majority of women now. What did Solomon say? Out of 1,000, I found none.
I found none.
Out of 1,000 men, I found one righteous, one right, man. But out of 1,000 women, I found none. That's why it says, "Give not your ways unto women who destroy kings."
I got this real quick, right? This is Isaiah 13:16. It says, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
Ooh.
So let's look up this word ravished real quick. It lets me.
Taken.
Took.
Yeah, he took that shit by force.
Yep.
And that's the judgment that the Lord is about to bring upon a lot of women in these days to come. And when the lights get shut off, hey, what's gonna happen, man? These jailbirds are gonna come out.
Yep.
And these jailbirds, they ready, man.
Yep.
They ready.
2,700 push-ups a day. Them niggas, you ain't running.
Yep. And they ain't asking, they taking.
Hey, they take it.
And there ain't gonna be no asking, ain't gonna be no smooth sayings.
They doing that whole little
Blurpees with the jump in the air, the
yeah,
knee touches. Yeah, them niggas.
They doing that. That nigga got the stamina.
Hey, so this word ravish, means to violate.
To violate.
To violate.
Dang.
Hey, you women gonna get violated, man.
I mean, shoot,
You
what
gonna get violated.
did Elder Malcolm say? They want to ride the dick carousel. They're gonna definitely be riding in that day.
The Lord loves to give people what they want.
Yeah.
Since that's what you wanted in your life. Right? Look at Haman. What happened to Haman? He wanted to hang Israel. What? The Lord let his family be hanged.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The Lord loves to give you over to what you want, man. So
Hey, this
if
is
you women are hoes in that day, He's gonna make sure you get a chance to be the biggest hoe you can.
Mm-hmm.
This is the NIV real quick. It says their infants will be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses will be looted and their wives violated. This is the NLT. I like the NLT right here. It says their little children will be dashed to death before their eyes. Their homes will be sacked and their wives will be raped.
That's the
Yep,
judgment
that's what's
coming.
coming.
That's a judgment coming. That's written in the scriptures for a reason.
That's written.
Because you're going to have to live it.
Jeremiah 30 and
No,
7.
it's just the way you interpret it.
No.
They'll say that shit.
How can you say it any
Your
other way?
interpretation's off.
It's out of context, huh?
How can you interpret your
Well,
rape?
you know what?
Right, how do you
Yeah.
interpret that shit?
Yeah. How you interpret it?
Violated. How you interpret the violation?
Right. Well, and then when he snatched your ass up and he raped you, then he didn't rape you. That's not the interpretation of the acts that he committed.
Nope.
It wasn't rape.
Yeah, like
He
that
made love.
Yeah.
Without
Without your consent.
I don't identify as kids.
He identified it as love. He
making.
made love.
In a
make it.
passionate
You gonna meet that nigga off
Wait,
the
in a harsh type of beat a woman type of way.
You gonna meet that
That
nigga
was-
off of Kill Bill. He
that
said
was
his
his-
name is Johnson. And he likes to fuck. You gonna meet that nigga out there in the street. That's a terrible sight. Fleece Johnson. Just come behind you.
Fleece.
Sell us.
They said Fleece had a
More
demon
important
on
than
him.
what?
They said Fleece had a demon on him. He was in there ripping off the toilets in the cells. Man, you know how strong
What?
you gotta be? Yeah. You know how strong you gotta be to rip some screws? Some shit that's screwed.
Damn.
And he was taking ass. He was in there and he justified it, man. You know, you locked up with that nigga, man. Oh, hell no. You know, like,
Kill you the first night.
Yep.
your toothbrush gotta be multi-use.
That man
Better be quick.
Multi-use. Like Apostle Tahar said a minute ago, I think I said it last week. He said, man, you get locked up, you better do 1,000 push-ups every other day.
Sharpen your teeth.
Yeah.
Man.
Rip some flesh in there, man.
Like a needle in the hand.
And when you locked up, man, you can't fight like you in a street fight either.
You gotta fight.
You gotta fight like you an animal, man.
Yep.
When animals fight, they fight like they about to kill something.
Eye gouge.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no rules.
Ain't no rules.
Ain't no rules to survive,
That shit.
motherfucker.
You guys are
Bite your ear off.
Do a Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
You're right,
Mike
you
Tyson.
bite a motherfucking ear off.
Yeah.
That's all he focused on. As soon as you bite his ear off, you bite his motherfucking neck, and you try to rip that damn.
Oh, that vein, that artery, that main artery. It's a wrap.
That'll make a nigga stop.
Yep.
I seen a nigga arm, hand get bit out, man. Like a grown ass man by a woman.
Woo.
He bit his hand out. He took her down the street running, screaming. Yep.
I gotta have you stop right there. That pain ain't no joke.
Yep.
Another one of them. You ever heard a grown ass man scream?
That's what the jaw's fucking shit.
No.
The jaw can tear through this flesh like nothing. Shit, bro,
I
we
still gonna
chew
get
on
beaten with a crowbar.
Second Exodus 15-21. It says,
And when you hear a motherfucker go, "Rah," that's it. You're done. That's it.
Second Exodus 15:21 says, like as they do yet this day unto my chosen, so will I do also in recompense in their bosom. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, my right hand shall not spare the sinners, and my sword shall not cease over them that shed innocent blood upon the earth.
You see, the Lord's not going to spare sinners, man. And we're in a time where the Lord is going to start sitting there judging you, right? And the sword is not going to move off of you people, bro.
Male and female. Man. The Lord gonna fuck Jake up.
Yeah.
You gonna get it the worst. You Jakes and you women, man. Hey, living this so-called freedom that you live in today, man. That shit, you about to get fucked up for that, man. Hey, man, get that real quick. Second Exodus 8:56.
Is that the one that says, plagues they call peace?
No.
Yeah.
That talks about the liberty. Second Exodus 8:56.
This is Second Exodus 8, verse 56. It says, for when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High.
You despise the Lord, man. That's why the scripture says, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. Go ahead.
Thought scorn of his law and forsook his ways.
You thought scorn of his law. You believe that his law shouldn't have pertained into this life due to the blood of Jesus Christ, which is bugged the fuck out, man. Because it wouldn't make sense that Yahweh Shah himself was on the scene, who you inwardly called Jesus Christ, and then all of a sudden, during his death, he made it to where now you could just commit wickedness and sin. That makes no sense. When Yahweh Shah was on the scene, he was telling Israelites after he healed them to sin no more. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So why would he tell them to commit? Why would he make it okay after his death that you will be your sins will be covered by his blood for you to just keep sinning? That doesn't make sense, man. We needed a sacrifice. We needed a sacrifice in order to have our sins forgiven. Because you have to remember, man, Yahweh, he rejected our sacrifices. He said, look, I would not. Matter of fact, give me that. Isaiah 1:11. Give me Isaiah 1:11 real quick. And what is that in Amos, the 5th chapter? Where he said, I would not hear your melodies. Let me get that in Amos, the 5th chapter too. Go ahead.
Isaiah 1:11, it says, to what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices unto me?
So what purpose is the multitude of your sacrifices unto the Most High? Because every year we would take a lamb without blemish, then we would sacrifice it to Yahweh to have our sins forgiven. Right? The Lord said, look, I'm not accepting that anymore. He said, because now you're purposely doing it. Mm-hmm. So if I'm not accepting that anymore, then how would your sins be forgiven now? Well, I'm going to send my son down. He's going to die. He's going to cover those that are willingly going to walk in my law, statutes, commandment consistently. Not just, forgive me for committing adultery, but I'm going to go commit adultery tonight, shit. No, he ain't forgiving that shit, man. He's not forgiving those that's willfully going to do wickedness after his blood, after he died. That doesn't make sense. Go ahead.
It says, say, Yahweh, I am full of your burnt offerings.
The Lord is full of our burnt offerings. He's full of our sacrifices. Oh man, I committed adultery. Let me go make this sacrifice. Oh man, I worship this. I got to sacrifice. Oh man, she did this. I popped her on her bloody day and shit. Let me go make these sacrifices. The Lord said, nah, fuck that. I'm not dealing with that no more, man. He said, now for the elect's sake, I'm going to send my son to die for the elected remnant of my people. But for the rest of you, I'm going to kill you, man. Go ahead.
It says, offerings of rams and the fat of fed beasts, and I delight not in the blood of
He said, I delight not in the blood of bullocks, man. I delight not in your sacrifices. I don't care for your sacrifices. I don't care for your music. I don't care for your Sabbaths. I don't care for any of those days, man, because you have committed wickedness. You have done these things. You're continuously doing them. So I'm going to punish you for these things. That's why you have such thing that's called what? The 2/3, man. 66.6% of our people that's going to be wiped off the face of the earth by the will and the power of Yahweh Shemel. Because y'all constantly want to commit wickedness. You constantly want to do things that is against the Lord. You have taken liberty, and your liberty you have taken liberty, and you casted all the things out that the Lord told you to keep. He said, why? Because this should be the wisdom among the nations. It's for you to keep my laws, statutes, and commandments. This is what's going to separate you, the righteous, from the wicked. Go ahead.
It says, of bullocks or of lambs or of he-goats, when you come to appear before me, who hath required this at your hand?
So the Lord said, who hath required this at your hand? If I'm not accepting it, then who's going to accept it? Then now how your sin's going to be forgiven. Then now how you're going to be shown mercy, right? This is the whole reason why we needed Yahushua. This is the whole reason why Yahushua had to die, to cover our sins, so we could be shown mercy. But the Lord said what? Hebrews 10:26, he said, but if you sin willfully, then your sacrifice will be made vain, man. Right? Go ahead with that Amos.
Gotcha. Amos 5:22.
Yeah.
This is Amos 5, verse 22. It says, though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings,
right,
I would not accept them.
So the Lord said he's not going to accept them, man. He's not going to accept whatever you want to give him, man. All the money, the jewels, the jewelry, the sacrifices, these things he's not going to accept, right? What's the point of accepting them if you're just going to still go do the same thing he told you not to fucking do? That doesn't make any sense. Our women out here are having kids by multiple men. Then they get on a Maury show. When it was a Maury show, they get on that Judge Judy show, and then what Jerry Springer, what they say, you're not the father. So now our women have had kids by all these dudes, and then you're damn near taking care of them for 11 to 18 years. You go do a DNA test and find out that the kid ain't yours, man. The Lord, hey, what did the Lord say? Our women is supposed to have one husband until the day he dies, man.
Yep.
Our women are supposed to have one husband until the day he dies. But guess what? She got her virginity taken by him. Then from him, she went to him. Then from him, she went to that motherfucker. And then now, she damn near don't have any oxytocin to fucking bond with any goddamn man.
After 5 guys, she doesn't have any oxytocin.
So and then when she gets with another fucking man, right, she's comparing him to all the other men she was with.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Amos 5:20, back in
And then with Instagram and social media, she turns around and she watching all these people have what she wants. They go on vacation, they going to do this, he have all this money, he got this big house. Now she's scratching her head trying to figure out why you don't have the same damn thing. So we're living in a fucked up world. We're living in a fucked up world that needs to be destroyed. Go ahead.
I would not accept them, neither will I regard the peace of fearings of your fat beasts. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs.
He said, take thou away from me the noise of the songs. You got Christians doing Christian rap groups and shit, man. The Lord ain't listening to that junk, man. Right? The Lord ain't listening to that junk. And then on a lot of these Christian rap group songs, you calling his name Jesus Christ. So you're calling the Hebrew Israelite after a Greek fucking name. How he's gonna hear that? He ain't listening to that, man. You calling me a goddamn Greek? What if somebody called you a different fucking name? You think you're gonna listen to him?
Nope.
So you think the Lord's gonna listen to you when you calling his name Jesus Christ and Jehovah and shit? That don't make any sense. Go ahead.
I will not hear the melody of thy vows.
The Lord ain't gonna hear that shit. The Lord ain't listening to your praises. Hey, give me that in what is that, Proverbs 28? Right? He said, if they turneth away from hearing my law, even your prayer shall be an abomination. Let me get that.
Proverbs 28.
Finish that off.
Okay, come. Amos 5 and back in 23, it says, take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy vows.
Right.
But let judgment run down as waters.
And the scripture says, let judgment run down as waters. Right? And judgment is running down as waters. right? How many notifications I have gotten when I go to news break and somebody that died in Phoenix, somebody that died in Goodyear, somebody that died in Tucson, sometimes car accident just happened, some 14-year-old kid just got, some 12-year-old girl got hit by she got hit by 2 cars, man. When the first car, they didn't even notice she got hit by 2 cars. She got hit by the first car, they didn't even notice it until they started seeing her get up. Then she got ran over by the second car. The scriptures just told you the Lord's judgment floweth like water, man. Go ahead.
And righteousness as a mighty stream.
And righteousness as a mighty stream, man. And this is the righteousness that's being done. The righteousness that you see is that dim light in the midst of darkness, man. Yeah. It's that dim light. You ever watch an anime cartoon? That's always before when they started the blackout, they always see a dim light before they wake up, man. And we're that dim light, man. Yeah. We're the dim light to the remnant of Israel that's all across the earth. And they see that dim light and they're waking up to it, man. Because not everybody's going to wake up to it. Because as you can see, if everybody was going to wake up to it, we should have a crowd of people out here listening to us, man. We should have a big, massive amount of people, but we're not. Because we understand that people aren't going to see that dim light because it go against what they believe, man. And what these people believe is that free will to do whatever the hell you want to do. That liberty. Go back to that 2nd Ezra 8:56. I can finish that off. 2nd Ezra 8:56.
Gotcha. This is 2nd Ezra 8, verse 56. And it reads, it says, for when they had taken liberty, they had despised the Most High.
They despised the Lord, man. Against 2nd Ezra, what is that? 2nd Ezra 19:7, I believe. No, 7 and 21. Go ahead.
Kind of back in 8:56. This is back in 2nd Ezra 8:56 says, for when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of His law, and forsook His ways.
Right. The Lord didn't give you liberty to do whatever you wanted to do. The Lord didn't give women liberty to have sex with multiple men because she didn't like the first man she was with, or the second man treated her like some shit. The Lord didn't give you the liberty to just have sex with whomever you want to. He gave law, statutes, commandments for a reason, right? This is the righteousness of the Most High. But in order to be counted that righteousness, you have to be doing that which is righteousness, man. You can't do whatever the hell you want to do and then expect that the Lord is, I'm with you because, you're doing whatever you want to do. You see people on these YouTube videos, these shorts, TikToks, and they sitting there talking about Jesus and God. He loves you. Who the fuck are you to say who the Lord loves, man? I can't stand that shit so much, man. Who the fuck are you to say who the Lord loves, man? Who the fuck are you to say who the Lord loves, man? The Lord tell you who He loved. Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. God loves you. How the fuck you know how the fuck you know that? How the fuck you know God loves that person? How do you know that?
Because I'm living and breathing.
You people are ignorant as hell, man. Well, the wicked lives and breathes.
Yep.
Do God love the wicked? Right. You got a lot of murderers in jail right now. Do God love them? They still alive. So you gotta understand something, man. The Lord loves whomever He have chosen to love, man. Yep. And the Lord loves those who keep His laws, His statutes, and commandments. Man.
Right.
He plainly says that. It's plainly written in record in the scriptures who He loves, man. And if you're not doing what the Lord requires you to do, He don't fucking love you, man. Plain and fucking simple.
Yep.
And guess what? The majority of you religion believer motherfuckers, He don't love you, man. Let's be real. Y'all eat pork. Y'all eat abominable things. You do abominable things. Let's be honest. You go to church on Sunday, right? You want to be all holy and bugging out on a Sunday, right? But then throughout the week, this bitch got 2-3 different goddamn men hitting her up to go pop, man.
That's way before that. As soon as they get out the church, they doing it. As soon as they leave the church, they doing that mess.
So the Lord ain't dealing with that. Go ahead and finish that off.
Yeah, true.
This is back in 2nd Ezra 8:57. It says, moreover, they have trodden down His righteous.
They have trodden down His righteous. They said, look, man, we don't care about the righteousness of the Most High. If I want to go to this club and pop all these bitches, whether they have men or not, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Right? If I want to smoke weed, I'm gonna smoke weed. If I want to do what I want to do, that's what they're gonna do, man.
Yep.
Because why? They trodden down the righteousness of the Most High. Like Boosie said, he said, "F God, I'll eat pork when I want to." Yep. Go ahead, Doc.
It said in their heart that there is no God.
See,
Yeah.
that says in their heart there is no God. The minute you cast off the laws of the Lord, you can cast off the Most High.
Man.
The minute you can cast off the laws of the Most High, you can cast off He Himself. That's plain and simple. That's why a lot of you aren't covered. A lot of you, man, like that nigga Boosie get bullied by the police all the time because the Lord ain't dealing with you. All we're waiting for is for them niggas, them devils to gun you down. That's it. Every one of you demons that blaspheme the name of the Lord and that blaspheme what we do, the Lord have taken you out, man. Go ahead with that last precept I call for.
Proverbs 28 verse 9, and it says, he that turneth away his ear from the hearing the law, it says,
his prayers are
even his prayers shall be abomination.
So the Lord ain't listening to y'all, man. If you're not keeping the laws of the Most High, the Lord ain't listening to you. The Lord is ignoring you, man. Guess what? Them prayers ain't getting back to the Most High. And an angel, he write that prayer down in the record, but it goes nowhere. That's it. It goes nowhere.
But the prayer doesn't get past your nose.
There's two, man. There's one that says,
hey, what did Yahweh Shah say? Yahweh Shah said, in order to get to the Father, you got to go through me.
Mm-hmm.
So if your prayers get rejected by Yahweh Shah, they ain't getting to the Most High. And the Most High is who gives order to Yahweh Shah to do things, man. Okay.
It says that the prayers of the righteous pierce the clouds. So that's one, man. And then there's another one that says, that the ears of the Lord are open to the righteous cries, man. So he's only gonna take heed from the righteous, man.
Yep.
And he's gonna dismiss the wicked. But other than that, we're gonna say Barak Yahweh,
Barak Yahweh,
Barak Yahweh, Shalom.